convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No, don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
It's what?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No, don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. What up, Keno, Jeff Smith, Birdman, Rodney, Rodney. I appreciate y'all coming through tonight. Thank you. Tonight is going to be a fun show. Oh, Adolfo. It's going to be fun. How's everybody doing? Oh, man. I more cracks in the dam, y'all. More cracks in the dam. Damn. Oh, we don't like Adrian Broner, man. He don't let his hands go. Well, Al Haymon don't let his money go. How about that? What else is going on in boxing, man? Let's check boxing scene before I move on. And I'll be so Prince not seeing Hamed Kevin Kelly 25 years ago. Great fight. They knocked each other down, I believe. That was a hell of a fight. Hector Luis Garcia. Everything Tank can do, I can do better. You gonna get beat. That shit. I don't know why y'all think that's a competitive fight. Regis Prograis. Permitted voluntary title defense. Who gonna pick up the fight though? Serhii Bekovic versus Nathan Gallimore set for January 27th. What card is that on? Oh, in Montebello. Oh. Will broadcast globally on UFC Fight Pass. Nathan Gallimore is becoming like everyone's side chick now, man. Damn, boxing does it to you, man. Suffers eye injury. Oscar Rivas is out versus FA. That would have been a good little scrap too. Robert Garcia, whoever will look good because his next opponent will be easy. Timothy Bradley, it's the best feeling he's had in the world, even though you got 5 kids. You know what I mean? You got to be cognizant of that. Your kids won't ever forget that. Not sleeping on overlooking dog. You saw what he did to Colbert. Whatever. Team progress. Ramirez, you pass up a title opportunity. 0 attempts was done to strike a deal. Baumgartner, stay beautiful. What else? That's it. Jamal Charlo, Jaime Magia don't want no smoke. Al Haymon don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? Spence don't want to fight Pacquiao. Compares it to Holmes when Holmes beat Ali and he got the hate. Shit, man, go kick his ass, man. If you want it, it's not gonna do the business it once did, but shit, if you want it, go kick his ass, man, and do that fight overseas. Don't do it in America, wherever the best money is. You know. Oh man, go somewhere that's never had a big fight before. Because right now, Earl needs a fight, a payday. You know what I mean? A big payday. And I don't know where he gets it on the PBC roster. I don't even think him versus Jamel Charlo is a big pay-per-view fight. You know, I think it's marginal. But yeah, man. Hopefully everybody's doing good, man. Sports fantastic. Thank you, dog. What a day we had today in boxing, man, as it pertains to what I've been trying to explain to y'all for the past year. I told you it was over, but oh no, the back end money. The back end money. Oh, you gonna get the back end money. Ain't no back end money, man. It's your money. Do y'all understand it? It's your money. Ain't no back end money. It's your money. Do y'all not understand it? And I didn't feel like looking for the video evidence, but I'll wait for the room to fill up to tell you what I know about an experience. And I'm not lying. I'm gonna even say the name so y'all know I'm not lying right now. To show you to give y'all an example, and I have the video evidence because I have the video on my hard drive that I use. It's in here somewhere. It's in my hard drive drawer. But yeah, it's yeah, man. It ain't no back end. People say, "Oh, PBC, you get the back end money." No, it's your money. It's your money. You think Al Haymon is giving you more? It's your money. Al Haymon got y'all, motherfuckers. Man, got y'all, man. And we just sitting here. It's about the time to put these YouTubers to bed, man. They don't know what the hell they talking about, man. They just talking. They don't know what the hell they talking about. I'm just, they don't know. Whoever is talking about back end money, don't know. Don't know. Don't know nothing about back end money. Have they ever got a PBC check? I've never gotten one, but I've seen them. I've seen fighters get them. You know what I mean? They go get that blood test. They go piss and toot, toot, here's a check. I've seen it. But we sit here and pretend like we know what the hell is going on. None of these, man, listen. They don't know. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I stand on it. Whoever wants to debate me, I'm not debating, but nobody knows. I'm willing to bet nobody knows as much. I'm not gonna say I know the most, but it's very few people that know as much as I know. I'll say that. And I stand on it. But yeah, man, Purdue is beating New Orleans 64-47. I like Purdue, man. They number one in the country now, coincidentally. Yeah, they're a hell of a team, dog. They're a hell of a team. What's up, Birdman? But yeah, man, they're a hell of a team. But I want this to play a little bit to wake y'all up. Shawn Porter and Adrian Broner had a lot to say today. They had a lot to say today. I was watching, and how I found out, and I'm glad I watched this show today. I was watching, he changed his name. Was it? Well, Coach Malachi. I was watching his live today, and he changed his name. True Media Sports. Is that what it's called? Let me get the correct name. I saw the new name, but Type in true. Y'all know. It's called True Media Today USA. Okay, True Media Today USA. All right. I was watching his show today, and I gotta cut this fan on. Hold on one second, guys, because I'm gonna get hot as I cook. Ha ha! All right, I'm back, man. I had to cut the fan on a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, we got a lot of ammo today. Woo! Geez. So I was watching this live today. Coach's live, Malachi. And he said a whole lot, man. He said a whole lot. He said a whole lot, man. And damn. Wow. Let's go to it right now. I got to pull this up, man. Here I go. There I go. Oh, I put music on it. Damn. So I gotta go to I don't want to get a strike. So I gotta go to what you call it. I don't even know where it's fucking timestamped at. Oh, but I have it in my phone. So I'm gonna play it from my phone. And we'll do it like that. That's what we'll do. And we'll do it like that, man. And we're gonna be gravy, baby. I'm having so much fun right now. This is so much fun. Oh, this is so much fun.
This is what people don't see. And you get 40% of your pay-per-view buys.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard about that.
What?
I heard about that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Unheard of.
People don't understand, but that's on another
I
note.
understand.
Go ahead, Zatel.
Oh, I understand.
I was gonna ask about something else, but
and
then
guess what, Sean? Hold on, Sean. And then another thing is not only you get 40%, but you get 40% on that Monday.
Ooh. Okay.
Not no 6 months. We gotta wait till the numbers come in. Not no eight. Not no year.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Monday.
I'm familiar. That's what's up.
Did y'all hear that? I'm gonna play it one more time.
This is what people don't see. And you get 40% of your pay-per-view buys.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard about that.
What?
I heard about that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Unheard of.
People don't understand, but that's on another note. Go ahead, Zatel.
I was gonna ask about something else, but
and
then
guess what, Sean? Hold on, Sean. And then another thing is not only you get 40%, but you get 40% on that Monday.
Ooh. Okay.
Not no 6 months. We gotta wait till the numbers come in. Not no eight. Not no year.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Monday.
I'm familiar. That's what's up.
Al Haymon robbed Adrian Broner in that Manny Pacquiao pay-per-view. And Shawn Porter pulled the plug on it, dog. See, I'm an expert interviewer. Shawn Porter pulled the plug. Shawn Porter could have turned that into a real change boxing type of conversation. He was afraid to. He didn't want to go there. That's another conversation for another day. Oh, Shawn, you blew it. Shawn, you blew it, man. You had a chance to be different, dog. You had a chance to be have a conversation that will last forever in boxing, but you didn't have it. You were afraid to go there. Adrian Broner took y'all there. You didn't take him there. You know what I mean? And but the fact that Shawn agreed, the fact that Shawn agreed, yeah, he's a company man. Yeah, he didn't want to go there. But the fact that Shawn agreed with Adrian Broner on the pay-per-views, you're getting over a year. I'm going to tell you this. Al Haymon still owes, I'm reading in between the lines. Al Haymon still owes Adrian Broner money on that Manny Pacquiao pay-per-view. Nah, he ain't going to do it. And Shawn Porter has fought in how many pay-per-views? One pay-per-view? What's the gentleman's name? Errol Spence. So he can attest to him not getting the money. And guess what? So can I. I have video. Of I'm in the Marriott Hotel. This is all facts. This is all facts. No cap. I'm going to tell you the story. I'm in the Marriott Hotel. And that's when the Porters and I were cool. I don't know what fight it was because it was like 3 or 4 fights. I don't know which fight it was in New York. It was either Adrian Broner or Gabriel Ruelas. Not Gabriel Ruelas. What's the guy from Chicago? He's a nice young man, too. What's his name? Granados. Adrian Granados. Adrian Granados. And Kenny Porter is talking to Sylvia. I gotta get the names right. And they're talking. I have it on video because I was recording it. And Kenny said, record it. And I recorded it. There was some back end. It took them months to get their back end money. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. It was, they were to pay a certain amount on that day. On that day. I know the exact amount, but I'm not going to tell you how much Shawn Porter made that fight. I'm not going to be that bad. But I have it on video too. So if anyone want to refute it, I'll dig through my files. But no one's going to refute this. They're just going to be mad I said it. And Shawn didn't get his whole check that night. Swear to God. No lie. Won't cap. Not one bit. It took them months to get the second half of that fight. Months. Swear to God. Shawn will tell you the story. Someone interviewed Shawn and asked him. I don't remember what fight it was. It was a New York fight at Barclay, though. Shawn was the main event. I know how much money it was, but I'm not going to disclose that. I have it on video. I have so many stories, y'all. I have so many stories, dog. It was at the Marriott on Adams. I swear before God. Al Haymon delayed Shawn Porter's payment. That's, I would say, months. At one point, here's the second part of the story that I promised y'all. I'm going to give Kenny Porter credit on this one. Shawn Porter forgot how much money he made. I'm going to say this again. Shawn Porter forgot how much money he made, and Kenny Porter went and got the rest of his money. Swear before God. I'm not lying. So that might be the last compliment I give Kenny Porter on this show. But that's the honest truth. I'm not lying, not one time. I have the text. I have it in my old phone. So if anyone want to refute me, I have it. You know, and but Shawn Porter forgot. If it wasn't for his father, he would have been short 6 figures. Because Shawn forgot. I swear to God. No lie. Not lie. And y'all clip this and y'all send it to Shawn. You send it to Kenny. He ain't going to refute it. Matter of fact, it's probably a compliment to him. You know what I mean? He went and got the money for his son. No cap. No cap at all. 100%. I'm not going to tell you how much money it was because I don't want to. I'm not getting into that type of business. But yeah. True story. So when y'all say back end money, Fred has video evidence, text evidence, not just from Kenny Porter, from more fighters than you know, that Al Haymon's back end money is slow. And to prove it, Shawn Porter agrees, Adrian Broner agrees, and I'm willing to bet Leo Santa Cruz. Shall we talk Leo? Shall we talk Leo Santa Cruz? How delayed his payments were. Somebody interview Leo and ask him, man, what's the longest you ever had to wait for an Al Haymon check? Someone interview Leo. I got all these stories, man. All of them. I don't know Logan Paul. I don't know nothing. Oh, yeah, about Logan Paul. Logan Paul didn't get paid. Thank you. I'm not going to sit and lie to y'all and talk about what I do and what I don't know. I have video evidence of Leo Santa Cruz because I'm in the back. So I know. I see all this shit. I have video evidence of Leo Santa Cruz not getting paid all his money. I have video evidence of Shawn Porter not getting paid all his money. And I have a lot of others too. But I'm not going to go there. So when y'all say back end money, it's not back end money. It's delayed payments. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? It's delayed payments. It's not, oh, it's back end money. Al Haymon giving y'all all this money. No, Al Haymon is doing the very same thing. This is what these emotional people online are not telling y'all. Al Haymon is doing the same thing BLK Prime did. Come in, overpay in the market, make a name, make a splash, get the biggest name possible in a competitive fight, but you want him to win. Introduce yourself to the market and potentially grow from there. Al Haymon did it. He grossly overpaid for these fighters. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. So when people were talking like, oh, they overpaid, they stupid. Al Haymon did the very same thing. The very same thing. Eddie Hearn did the very same thing. Do we not understand that? But we just gonna pretend that there's a line that makes black people great and other people ignorant. So there you have the truth, y'all. I'm not lying, not one time. Not one time will I lie. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I know. I'm gonna tell you what I do know. Al Haymon owes Adrian Broner some money from that Manny Pacquiao fight. These guys don't even know the territories. Don't even know the territories in which these fights are in. But Lil Stevie do. Oh, Lil Stevie do. Lil Stevie know. Oh, yeah. Al Haymon know. The payments were so delayed, Shawn Porter forgot a lot of money. And his daddy had to go get it for him. His father. I don't know if grown men say daddy. Do grown men say daddy? I don't know. It just sounded weird coming off my tongue, you know. But yeah. So I stand on it. I have video evidence of it. I got to find it though. It would take hours to find it, but I haven't. I have video evidence of saying Leo Santa Cruz money will be deferred, delayed. I have it. No cap. Oh, man. So let's talk about this 40%, man. I'm going to have some fun tonight. So let's talk about this 40%. And hopefully Team Crawford is in the building. Hopefully somebody, their cousin, their brother, their nephew. Hopefully Team Spence is in the building. Because you guys got to understand something. Let's say hypothetically that Earl Spence. Oh, no. Before I get to the 40%, I also want to talk about, I have a lot to say, but I should have wrote it down. Remember when Terrence Crawford said he wanted to see the books? And y'all dumb, man, we got some stupid people. Man, when I say stupid, I mean stupid. Don't you know when you buy a house and you go into escrow, everything is itemized? Don't you know when you're in a contract with the I was in a publishing contract. So it's the same contract. It's no different. It just changes, right? But everything is itemized. What they paid to make the book, what they paid for marketing, what they paid for travel. Everything is itemized when you get it. And when you get your quarterly report, it's right there. Right there. Right there. And people online, and feel free to name them. I haven't seen their videos. Man, when I say I unsubscribe to a whole village, I unsubscribe to a whole village. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And when Terrence Crawford asked to see the books, there's nothing wrong with asking him to see the books. If Shawn Porter which is allegedly the person Terrence Crawford was talking about when talking about Al Haymon and his money. It was allegedly Shawn Porter. Allegedly, Shawn Porter told Terrence Crawford to be responsible as it pertains to the money with Al Haymon. And see the ignorance. I'm not going to respond to that, but this is why you don't deal with money. This is why you probably don't have no money. I'm a millionaire. I know you're a millionaire. I know. And Crawford never put no money up for the fight. So what the fuck you need to approve expenses for? Oh man. The whole fight is Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, bottom line. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Because obviously you don't know nothing. All right. And so, but I'm gonna give you a chance to beam in. So I'll give you guys a chance to beam in, and you guys can feel free. Because I don't like responding to the chat, because not unless I know you, because y'all motherfuckers just be making up stuff. It's if Terrence Crawford wants to see the budget, and Errol Spence agreed that he's not getting a guarantee, but Errol Spence and Al Haymon have a business relationship. Terrence Crawford and Al Haymon don't have a business relationship, right? So even if they're not putting up the money, you need to know what the whole pot is, so you get your exact percentage. You get your exact percentage. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're getting 30% of the gross, right? You pay your own taxes. You're getting 30% of the gross, and it's $100 million. I need my 30 ball. Give me my 30 ball. That's what I need. I need my 30 ball right now. I need my 30 ball right now. Give me my 30 million. I'll pay my taxes on it. Give me my 30. If Earl gets 40%, he gets 40 million. And the expenses and the payout is 30%, they get 30. But I need to know everything that goes in so I can pay for it. And so I can get my money. So when you guys say, oh, he don't need to look at the books. Do you look at your receipt when you leave the store? When you and a party of 5 go to a restaurant, do you check the receipt to say, oh, what did you get? What did you get? It's the same thing, but on $1 million scale. When you go to Costco, do you check your receipt? I check my receipt because I don't want them to overcharge me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want them to charge me twice for whatever I'm paying for, because everything there is $10, right? So what I'm saying is this. Terrence Crawford was very responsible. Very, very responsible. And it appears to me that Earl Spence and Al Haymon have a responsible relationship. Earl Spence says he's staying with him till the wheels fall off, right? Or die or something like that. And I can't comment on the relationship that Earl Spence and Al Haymon has. It seems to be working for him, so I'm just going to stop there. Okay? What I'm saying to them is, accept the rotisserie chicken. Hell yeah, it's like, what, $5, $7? I ain't got one in a minute. Oh, I got one this summer. Yeah, it is. Accept the rotisserie chicken. So true. So true. But everything there is $5, is $10 because it's in bulk, right? So I believe Terrence Crawford has every right to look for to get an itemized account of what happened, because he's on the outside looking in. And this is why I encourage Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford to come together. Because if Al Haymon is the only have you guys ever been to like a concert that was like or a show that was like you had to be shuttled in? And if you don't want to wait for your shuttle, you can pay for a private driver, and it's like $100, $150, and do you understand what I'm saying? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So if Al Haymon is that only black truck, then he can charge whatever he wants to get you to your hotel from the concert. And that's Al Haymon. Because as it stands, I genuinely believe Crawford and Spence is leaving money on the table, and I mean this sincerely, are leaving money on the table if Al Haymon has no one to compete against. And so Al Haymon is going to offer or bully. I would even go as far as to say bully. He will bully you into taking the contract. And that's what we're forgetting. If Shawn Porter and Adrian Broner say that they had to wait up to a year to get their money back, and we're telling them, sign the contract. What else they say? The back end money is bigger. It ain't no back end money if there's no pay-per-views. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford's second fight will be bigger than the first fight. Listen to what I'm saying. No matter how many pay-per-views they do, it will be 30% larger on the second fight. Because they're not much of a talker. So their actions are gonna be like, their actions will bring in more commerce, and their actions is with their gloves. And hopefully somebody on their team is listening to me tonight, and they will swallow their pride and commence to communicating with one another and get this deal done. Because if they don't, I don't even believe the deal is going to happen. I don't believe it at all. I think we're so far from this fight. And it's not even what I think anymore. It's what I know. Who's going to promote the fight? They don't even have no internal promotional company. Let me play it again for y'all because the room done doubled. Then I'll keep on going.
People don't see, and you get 40% of your pay-per-view buys.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard about that.
What?
I heard about that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Unheard of.
People don't understand, but that's on another note. Go ahead, Zatel.
I was gonna ask about something else, but
hey, guess what, Sean? Hold on, Sean. And then another thing is, not only you get 40%, but you get 40% on that Monday.
Ooh.
I'm gonna explain something, y'all.
Not no 6 months. We gotta wait till the numbers come in. Not no eight, not no year.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Monday.
I'm familiar. That's what's up.
All right, now, see, I'm familiar. Now, listen to what I'm saying. You guys got to listen carefully. Shawn Porter said, I heard about that. Listen carefully. This is how I know Terrence Crawford is talking to Shawn Porter. Listen.
This is what people don't see.
Listen, right here.
You get 40% of your pay-per-view buys.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard about that.
What?
Shawn said they get 40% of their pay-per-view buys. How did he hear about it? Who's the main event? Who's the only person to ever get 40% on a pay-per-view buys? If what's up, Fernando? If Adrian Broner is coming in telling him this, and he said he heard they get 40% pay-per-view buys, and there's only been one person in the history of BLK Prime to get 40% on their pay-per-views, who is he talking to? This is why I am the best journalist of this era, because I would have picked up on that shit. I would have picked up on that shit immediately. Oh, you heard about it, Shawn? But I would have. Oh, how'd you hear about it? How'd you hear about it? How would you compare that to the market today? How would you compare 40% to PBC? What percentage were you getting from PBC? Oh, you see. And I'm going to tell the guy that was in the back, Ant, when you got the guy, don't go below him. And hopefully you guys are journalists listening to me. Did you hear Ant say, got him, or come on, or something? No, don't go there. You got a man that's ready to spill. Stop playing. Y'all got to stop playing with this. This ain't no homeboy shit. This could have been the greatest interview of 2022, and Ant is screaming in the background. Oh, no, calm down. We finally got somebody that's where we need them to be. And ain't that what you want? You want them to tell everything? We fucking up the game with that, man. We had them. What's up, Fernando?
What's good? What's good, Fred? But what I'm saying is, why is the onus on Adrian Broner to bring transparency to what appears to be a widespread issue amongst a group of boxers?
I'm in agreement with you, but elaborate more.
What, like, I'm not okay. I'm using strong words here, but why does Broner have to be the sacrificial lamb to like blow the lid off of this thing? If this happens to be the case, why does it have to be Adrian Broner? Why can't Jamal Charlo speak on this? Why can't let's see, Keith Thurman fought on pay-per-view? Who else fought on pay-per-view? Well, Tank Davis is right now. He probably gets a special treatment. But why does it have to be like you can't? This is my problem with a lot of these young athletes, right?
Right, I got you, Tavion. Okay.
They're speaking in a way where they no longer will be able to do business with other entities with the way, you get what I'm saying? Like with Terrence Crawford, I don't have a problem with Terrence Crawford, but with what that guy Bernie, what's his name? Bernie the trainer, Bernie the boxer. Mm-hmm. Some of the stuff that you got, like you say, it's just bad for business. There's a proper way of going about this. If you want to do a class action lawsuit, do a class action lawsuit, mm-hmm. right? And you could have a discovery and this and that, and you know that would be a more you would have a solution to the actual problem, and you would bring awareness to the actual problem. But doing these type of interviews where Shawn's uncomfortable, you got the other guy in the background yelling, and Adrian's probably gonna wake up the next morning like, damn, what the fuck did I just do? So it's like there's a right way. Like we can't ask an athlete to be an investigative reporter, an economist, and an accountant at the same time, right?
I don't know if that's true, but I understand the point you're making.
So look, one thing that's consistent in all of this is financial cycles. There's economic cycles on a macro market level, but there's also financial cycles. So when the getting was good at PBC, go to PBC.
Right.
And then when the getting was good at DAZN, I think what's his name, Danny Jacobs realizes he got it at DAZN. when the getting is good at and then Top Rank eventually had to bring up their game,
right,
to so that the new crop of fighters that signed to Top Rank signed relatively good deals. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Edgar Berlanga, they signed up for big money for the type of fights that they're getting. So eventually the market stabilized, and then PBC ended up bottoming out, and then the zone no longer could, award those big purses. So it all evens out in the end. But you got these fighters, and you see the same mentality with record labels. Like, actually, a lot of the terminology these fighters are using comes from the recording industry, back end money. What does that mean? Oh, I have my publishing, so I get a check up front, which is a small check. But in the long run, I get the back end money. Back end money is another word for mailbox money.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what's going on. I see a lot of jewelers floating around in this boxing game. There's actually a lot of questions I got to ask Fred, not on this stream, privately, about there's so many remnants of these certain hanger-ons in boxing that's similar to how certain entertainment industries were back in the days, way back in the days. And these fighters, they don't realize how short their career is.
Right.
They don't want to take control. They're afraid to ask questions. I don't even know if they have their own accountants and their own entertainment lawyers.
Right.
You got to have a lawyer that's not working for the other guy.
Right. You do.
So I'm going to name names. So Bob Arum, Mr. Haymon, Eddie Hearn, they'll retain the services of these big legal powerhouses, and the fighter might retain the services of one of the attorneys in those powerhouses.
They do.
Okay, this entertainment industry, this whole, the entirety of the entertainment industry in the West Coast is very consolidated. It's very small. It's, you could call it an incestuous pool if you want to. I don't want to go there. In terms of how business is run, everybody knows each other. Same alma mater. Brother-in-laws know each other. Like, you'd be surprised how people get put on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the actual people, like a Bob Arum and the Redstones and I can't name all the names. They're dynastic. They're built to do this multi-generationally. So when you come into the fight game, understand you're getting paid for the television entertainment part of it, not for the boxing part of it. When you were boxing as an amateur, you made peanuts. When your first couple of fights as a pro, you're making peanuts. Once you get on television is when you make the money. So you have to understand the television business. And what's the actual reason for everything being in-house? There has to be an asset that is created from keeping everything encapsulated within one entity. So if it is the fight catalog, and mind you, you're getting paid for being a televised fighter, then you need to make sure your catalog is good. Okay, I want more fights.
I think it's the hard capital. I don't even think it's the catalog. Ain't no money. Well, ain't. There's not much money in the catalog because of YouTube and streaming and illegal streams.
So Fred, let me ask you. So then, why are they like they're killing themselves trying to make things in house?
Hard capital. The front side of it. I can pay this man anything I want, and I don't have to pay him all of it.
Okay, so let me counter that with this. Then wouldn't an advisory firm like Haymon Boxing LLC? Okay, Gary Russell, you could go to the zone, give me kick back 10% to me, split the purse with whatever Eddie's gonna get, let Eddie get it, and let me get my 10%. So why doesn't he send them out to different places and collect all these percentages if it's all about the upfront money?
Because let me think about that for a second.
Look at the recording industry. Look at what Rock Nation did. They're like, we just want to be in the management side of the business. We'll send you to different labels. Yeah, they do a lot of business exclusively with Atlantic, but they'll send you to Def Jam. They'll send you to Interscope. They'll send you to different places, and they'll collect on that.
Yeah.
Less risk, more revenue sources.
Yeah, but okay, here's what it is now. Because if they go somewhere else, they never come back. Every fighter that's left PBC has never come back. And it's only been a handful, less than a handful. Daniel Jacobs, Amir Khan, so on and so forth, because they realize that this back end money that people speak of is not really back end. It's what you really, really owe me. And they got all their money. They want a clean business. Al Haymon doesn't do clean business.
Wait, Fred, how many entities are there in like from top to bottom? So we have Haymon Boxing LLC. I believe there's a wealth management entity that's affiliated with Haymon Boxing, but not part of Haymon Boxing. So when these fighters talk about real estate deals and things like that, I think that's just an outside manager from outside brought in. You know exactly what I'm talking about. No different than if you're working a regular job and then you're signed up to a union and then the union contract goes to a 401k company, right? Is that what these fighters are talking about? Because there's a lot of ambiguity here on what's going on. Oh, Haymon takes care of me. You know, I got real estate and this and that outside of boxing. What exactly? Who's the firm that's taking care of that? Because Al seems way too busy to be wealth managing the fighters' purse money and all that stuff, and the retirement and this and that and the health insurance. So I think he's just structuring it in a way that it's like a company. You have a corporate setting, and then the 401k, I'll sign it off to AIG or BlackRock or Merrill Lynch. Is that what's happening here?
I can't speak on that because I don't know. So I can't even pretend to. I don't know what these fighters are doing as it pertains to retirement. I know Earl Spence has spoke upon that. So I'm not an expert on that.
I'm also of the belief that the flagship fighters of different weight classes within the PBC will get preferential treatment. That's how it is in all businesses. Like, my top earner, he gets special treatment.
Right.
So that's why he'll say things like, "I'm with you till the wheels fall off," because they have no different than an Eminem and a Jimmy Iovine or a Leor Cohen and a Jay-Z. Like those relationships, they're a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me get these names for you so I have it. But I just know about the front end. I don't know what you speak of because I've never heard a fighter. I've only heard them speak of like I'm set financially forever. I heard Earl talk about how Al Haymon set him up in terms of his retirement and stuff like that, and so. But if that's the case, then that's the case. So
okay, so if the case is he's setting them up with a Roth IRA or something like that, that's not that complex. Yeah, when you're a fighter, you're getting large amounts of money, and we can invest it the right way. There's a whole bunch of firms out there that'll give you tender loving care when it comes to managing your money, transparency, diversifying your portfolio. All that's there. Like if these services are being provided directly by Haymon, different story. But if he's kind of like outsourcing the asset management the asset management parts to a firm that specializes in it, for example, Richard Schaefer, before he got into the boxing game, what was he doing? Right? Mm-hmm. So name the names. I mean, I'm not asking you to name the names. I'm not asking. The fighters got to name the names. Like, who's doing what?
I mean, I do know one person he deals with, Robert Philpott. I mean, I know a handful, so you guys can Google that name. Robert Philpott. I know a lot, but I don't know exactly what fighter is going to him, what fighter is going there. I can't speak on that, but I do know some of the holding companies in which that he works with and the people that's on there. He works with Robert Philpott a lot. Robert Philpott is works with him on the production side, the development, the projects, all of that. So, yeah. So feel free to Google that name, and you should get as much information as possible.
Listen, for a lot of these fighters, you don't need to hire a private investigator. You don't need to, you could just use Google and LinkedIn, and it'll answer a lot of questions.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and it'll answer a lot of questions about who's handling what in your career. Uh-huh. And you don't need to know dense financial literacy to understand different things going on with CBS Viacom, different things going on with ESPN Disney. DAZN's private and it's like European, so that's like a little bit of gray area, but it's gotten so much to the point where what are these fighters doing in their idle time?
Right. Let me bring in Tavion. What's up, Tavion?
What's up, Fred? Yeah, I was listening to you guys, like, and you remember, like, when I'm in the music, so I do a lot of concerts. What I think Adrian Bronner was really saying, and what Al, how he has a structure, because you guys can figure it out. You were kind of right on, Fernando. It's just like the music industry when it's coming to like the advances and stuff like that. I think he's giving out high advances, like when he dished out all that money. So then when he says, okay, you get 40% on your pay-per-view numbers, what that really means is, okay, I've given you an advance, and then that Monday coming up, I'm gonna pay you that 40% or whatever that you get on the front end of your pay-per-view numbers. And then with 6 months, when we get the total numbers, then I'm gonna calculate everything that you've already made and your expenses off the advance, and then you're not gonna get no more money out of the pay-per-view, and that's gonna go in my pocket. That's the same motto as like the music industry, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think he said everything that he really wanted to say on that when he came to the pay-per-view numbers, but I think a lot of them guys took so much big advances up front, and he gave them more than what they needed up front, that they're in the hole on the back end, and he's purposely stalling them out so then he can recoup the interest and everything that he needed, you know what I mean, to stay behind the 8 ball. Because if it wasn't that, then everybody would be suing him. So I think a lot of people took a whole lot of money up front, you know, like they do in the music industry, and then he just puts them on the shelf. It's just like you see an artist, he come out, okay, private jets, he's doing all this. He come out with one album and flop, you never see him again. But he's still in the hole. He still got to recoup the money. So it kind of looked like that's how they're playing the situation from the outside looking in. Because I remember Migos, like you got the rapper Migos, Quavo, Takeoff, Offset. So they're signed under Quality Control, which is a label under that was a label with 300 Entertainment with Lior and all them guys. Lior started the YouTube platform with the music after he left 300 Entertainment. But QC is the owners of, you know what I mean, Quality Control with P and them guys. So what ended up happening is them guys had the same lawyers, you know what I mean, when that Migos and Quality Control, like you guys said, had the same lawyers. So one of the members, Offset, got into it with the head of QC, and he tried to sue him, but he couldn't really get the correct paperwork because all them guys had the same lawyers. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, when you sign up that contract, when you ain't got no money, you take that advance, and now you're a buffoon. You know, Earl Spencer guys got their dad and stuff like that. But, you know, a lot of these guys are stupid, so they just take the money up front, and then they don't have the common sense to be able to go in, and then it's too late. That's what I think really happened.
So this is the difference between boxing and music. In music, you're very busy. You're touring, you're working on music, shooting videos, you're touring the globe. A boxer, training camp, fight night, because now the press conferences are all done remote. Like a lot of these guys are, you know, shooting the video from their gym or from their house, right? The boxer has way more time to get the necessary paperwork and figure out what the hell is going on than your traditional recording artist right now.
But it's
Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get this call. Can y'all hear him, Jerry? I don't know if my phone. Can y'all hear Jerry? Can y'all hear him? Because on the phone line, you can't hear him, huh? Nah, they can't hear you, Jerry. Something wrong with my phone, man. I don't know what the hell. I'm gonna see if I can forward it to my cell phone. Give me a second. I'll let you know. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. All you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was saying, because a lot of times with the recording artists, they'll go on a world tour, they'll come back, and then they got to figure out things quickly before they go on the next album cycle, right? Mm-hmm. You go on a global tour, you're moving for about 2 years.
But you're back in on your music tour. You're getting that every single night. I'm not stepping on the stage until I get my back in. The artist pulls up. So a tour is your itemized expenses, though. If you got tour and you got expenses, you got managers and stuff like that. It's the same thing with the boxing. If I take an advance and I'm getting private jets for my family, I'm Charlo, I'm taking all these jets and doing all this stuff, that's coming out of somebody's expenses.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna structure this deal where I'm gonna give you a large advance because I got $1 billion. Okay, let me go ahead and give him $10 million, $8 million. But I know he thinks it's just his money. He's still gonna keep winning. So keep calling me, keep letting me use my Amex and get you everything up. But this is going into your expenses. So at that pay-per-view numbers, I know you're gonna do numbers. So I'm gonna tell you Monday 40%, and then on the back end 6 months later, I might owe you $2 million, but you're gonna spend that on all the credit that I done gave you coming up into it. So then when you come in looking for a check 6 months down the pay-per-view line, there's no money there because you don't use that up on $400,000 private jets and all this type of stuff. And that's how they keep them broke. And that's what it looked like it's kind of doing. And they didn't understand it until after the fact and when they don't get the money. And then I don't think they can sue him because of the, you know what I mean? The numbers is right there. And I think that's a manipulation that he does to the boxers, in my opinion.
I don't think manipulation is going. I think there's a little bit of laziness here. Like,
but that's what I mean. That's business 101. You're not paying attention, you're going to get
right. So it's like, yo, you know what's crazy? Back end is usually associated with where you have an asset that gives you residual revenue. That's what back end means. Back end isn't money that's owed.
But back end is on an artist, not to cut you off, but back end on a music artist. If I do a concert and I pay an artist $150,000, and then before he gets to the hotel, leaves that hotel, he gonna have to get that other wire, get that money before he goes in. So in that terms, that's a back end. That's picking up that back end money. You get what I'm saying? So
also in the recording industry, like if you own publishing, you'll get an upfront. You know, when somebody samples your music, you'll get the upfront money to clear it, and then you'll also get the residual money depending on how well the record performs. But there's always an intrinsic asset that gives you residual revenue.
Okay, so look at it like this, Fernando. You look at your artists and you look at the boxing. How many out of all the boxers that you know that are in this industry right now, successful, not the promoters, the boxers, and all the boxers that are successful, and then you got the boxers that are semi-successful and falling off. It's the same thing as the music business. You got Earl Spence, you got
oh, he fell off. But go ahead. What's up, Kyle?
What's going on, Fred? What's going down?
Hey, not much, man.
Man, I mean, you strike again. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean it. No, I was just saying, like, my bad to cut you guys off, but I was like, in the boxing realm, in the music realm, you get the high tier artists and then you get the low tier artists. You got Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, you got Earl Spence, you got Javante Davis. You're high paying, you know what I mean? Acts. And then you get what I'm saying? And
yeah, your A-listers. Your A-listers, yeah.
Exactly. But your A-listers are the ones that drive the revenue and stay in the green. Your other listers are the ones that can't get no fights and can't do nothing because they're in the red. That's the same thing with the artists. They're not about to bring out no album when you're in the red and drop another album and then go in the hole another 800,000 when you owe them another 2 million. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to hole. So now you're looking at Charlo and all these guys. It's the same structure. But I think with Bob Arum, he don't structure stuff like that. Look, man, I got 500,000 for you. I got 2 million signing bonus. You get 400, 800,000 a fight, and then this is what we're gonna do. I got 6 fights for you 2 times a month. You either get people that want that, or you get them people that want to get the advances. Give me 3 million up front, and then let's see what we can do. And now you're on the shelf, and then you're back, and you ain't got no money. It's like you buying a house and then pulling all your equity out of the house before you even, you know what I mean, get the back end for your kids. You done sucked all the money out and spent, and now you can't even go refinance
the reverse mortgage. The reverse mortgage.
Yeah, you're reverse, or you got a hard money loan. You ain't even got no equity. The market that went upside down. Now you ain't got no money to, you know what I mean, pull no money out. Now you're stuck with the asset. So now you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think the structure is.
What I'm saying is, like, yo, you can't, if you make Broner say too much, nobody in the industry is gonna want to touch him after like this. Like what he got 3 fights with BLK Prime. If you talk too much, bro, you're not gonna have any opportunities after those 3 fights. If those 3 fights even successfully happen, don't put all the responsibility on one guy to be the whistleblower. Don't make one guy the whistleblower if this happens to be the case. That's all I'm saying.
But he don't got nothing to lose, though. He's overweight. He's looking at, okay, this opportunity, anything in profit right now is, I'm a win-win. I'm going to just tell the truth at this point. And Aldo probably don't want to say nothing to him because, you know, Shawn Porter's an employee, bro. He's a worker, so he's not going to say nothing, just like what Fred said. Fred been saying this for months. Adrian Broner ain't got nothing to lose. He wasn't getting no fights anyway. He like, shit, fuck it. I'm going to go get 2-3 million. I'm going to just tell you guys a blueprint for the young cats so they ain't got to lose on their money. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that because he's just trying to give you guys insight because he messed up. He probably took too much money and got robbed at the same time, but he probably blew a lot of money too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think
I'm pretty sure Broner got plenty of advances.
Yeah, bro. So it's a 50-50 street. Shawn Porter's in the green, bro. He's just trying to keep a career, so he's gonna, you know,
bro. Even
high end ain't that much. You don't see him getting on private jets and shit and doing all that shit. So he like over here, like, okay. Like Fred said, 6 figures. Well, let me go get that. He don't even probably spend a lot of money. So Al probably try to sweep, you know, little shit behind him and shit, but he just trying to just, you know, he's a simple-minded guy, it looks like. So it don't look like he really would trip off that.
Look, man, if you're young in any industry, some people wait till they're a little bit older and they're semi-retired to say certain things. So things that like Floyd Schofield and things that Bernie the Boxer says on Terrence Crawford's behalf don't hinder the immediate business, right? Get the transaction done, collect your money, and when you're ready to walk away, if you want, you can speak on it. But if you're just muddying up the waters without making an actual change, and I know that sounds very contradictory what I'm saying, but it's like there's a way to conduct business, man, and you have to remove the emotional component out of it. So, like Broner, Floyd Schofield, and I think Bernie the Boxer, that's what his name is. Like they say certain things where now it's difficult to move around in this industry. This industry is a small industry. It's a well-connected industry. And once somebody wants to blackball you, they can blackball you.
But listen, that's in any industry though. Like that's what I'm saying. So it's just like it's in any industry. You get what I'm saying? Like that's in a mortgage industry, that's in the real estate, that's in a corporate industry. You go into a region and go buy some houses. You're dealing with the same lenders in that region. You come in there, you know what I mean, and communicate that they won't say nothing to you. They'll look at you with a smile, deny all your applications, and be like, "Who you think you are?" And then that's an unwritten rule. So if somebody come in there like Black Prime or something, and then start like the Zone did or whatever with Eddie and them guys, and they start stirring up stuff, and you don't got the power, they might not say nothing, but you ain't gonna be able to make no moves, and they're all gonna work together to make sure that you don't stop their infrastructure. So at the end of the day, Al Haymon, all these guys, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, all these guys all work together. They'll call one industry, they all call them, oh, don't do this. With Rock Nation, Kyrie and Kevin Durant was a package deal. They both signed in Rock Nation. Rock Nation, Nike did some messed up stuff to Kyrie's shoes, the last shoes that was supposed to come out. He didn't even make the designs. He got the #1 shoe deal. He got the #1 shoes in Nike out of all the basketball players. He stopped making the shoes. So he cut Rock Nation out, signed his stepmom to his management deal and cut Rock Nation out. And then that's when all this stuff starts stirring out. But Rock Nation is still working with other people, with Kevin Durant and everybody. So everybody in the industry all work together. You know what I'm saying? It all correlates the same way. You're not going to stop the blueprint. Everybody's blueprint is different, but they still work under the same structure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
That's
it's called the power broker.
Yeah.
And that's why when Adrian Broner said 40%, that upsets the market. What do you mean I'm going to get 40%? It's not even 40% left after they get done paying everybody from a contemporary pay-per-view. So when you look at it from that perspective, it's like 40%. Wow, that is an alarming number.
He's not talking about the advances though. See, they don't talk about the advances. There's more to that structure because Al there has to be some money owed on there anyway. Because if everybody, like you said, if everybody gathered up together and sued the shit out of him, and then he was over there defrauding them like that, he'd be in prison. But there's definitely some more to it. He's giving them something to offset the pricing or something. There's something off.
He's giving them more on the front end, like the front years.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Now we in a position where his business model has to have a return on it because the capital is washed up.
Yep.
And because they're not in the black, they're in the red. He can't. There's nothing he can, like, now he has to put people on the shelves because he can't pay them.
Yep.
And now you got more and more disgruntled employees. So this is typical of boxing. It's just that Adrian Broner is the courageous one, and I would encourage all these other fighters, stop laying silent. Silence is a sin, right? That's and I would disagree. I don't think a fighter would get blackballed if he has value. Adrian Broner has value. There's going to be over 10,000 people in that arena cheering, you know what I mean, and in Atlanta. So I don't know what it holds, but it's going to be over 10,000 people there. So I would say Adrian Broner right now is fine. He's still one of the top eye catchers in boxing, and you're going to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
When he goes to Atlanta. And he also had a deal from Eddie Hearn too. Y'all remember that? Remember he posted
Yeah, they kept leaking those emails.
Hey, but
man.
you guys got to remember, he lost that deal with Rock Nation too. When Rock Nation first got in there, wasn't there like a $40 million deal on the table for him or something like that?
45 or something like that.
And he said fuck no or something with Miguel Cotto, and then he lost that deal. So
yeah.
But Fred, I'm on the Eastern time, man, and I gotta go to sleep. I gotta wake up tomorrow morning. But it's always a pleasure to be on this show, and I always learn a lot when I'm on the show.
Oh, thank you, dog.
Take care.
I appreciate it. Kyle, you got anything?
Yeah, man. You know, like for me, man, we learned a lot. You learn a lot when you get behind them scenes, though. You get to see the truth. You know what I'm saying? You get to really see what's going on. You know what I mean? See, we only look at shit on the surface. We don't look deep into what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And dude, we knew this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, man, these people. See, the thing is that they use this black power, pro-black shit, man, to pimp niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they pro-black pimps. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, man, we're going to look out for you, this and that. And then they fuck you. You know
Hey, you want to know what I really want to know, too? Like, I really want to know, like, Fred, next time you talk to the old man or whatever, like, say, just ask him, like, out of the last 20 events that you've thrown, not even just saying, just, you know what I mean? How many events have you been in agreement with? Not even on the numbers aspect. Just ask him out of the last 15 events since 2020 COVID. How many events have you walked out of the arena with in the green or even broke even? I bet you there won't even be probably 3 of them out of 20, bro. I think they're losing so much fucking money that
you think Bob Arum is losing money?
No, I think Bob's the way
always
Bob's
gonna be in the green.
Yeah, because Bob always he doesn't overspend. He's not spending all that. But I think Al Haymon's losing a shit ton of money every time he throw an event, bro. Like
every time.
Every time. Bro. I think Javante Davis, bro, they're probably robbing tickets at the door, all kind of fucking scam shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're just looking at it. He's losing shit ton of money, bro. I don't even think he made profit on none of those events besides Deontay Wilder. And that's because maybe, you know what I mean, the old man had something to do with it. So, you know, but it's not looking right.
Who's the old man you speak of?
Bob Arum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the old man. I call him the OG. Yeah, the OG. Because if Black Prime's going into it with that same thing, they're gonna lose too, bro. You can't make no money like that.
Yeah, they definitely going. And that he asked the question, how successful will they be? Time will tell. You know, is that $39 price point good enough? You know, the Zone came in with a $9.99 price point. You know, they had to raise the prices. So
I would have took the little dude from Austin or whatever, like the dude that signed with De La Hoya. I would have, if I was starting out just because I, you know, with the music style, I've seen it. I probably would have started off with some amateurs and built that shit up and then spent that money on Terrence Crawford and then did it like that. Like, because I don't, with a recession and everything, like how you going to even really make the money back? Because then you got to think about it too. Like, okay, once they get to a certain point, or if they even, say if they got the Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight, bro, the powers that be are trying to fuck that shit.
Yeah, they will try and block it as much as possible, but they're not on the app mode. How can they block it on the app? It'll be way more challenging. You know, I mean, they can block it from an advertising perspective, from a
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying as far as like, you know.
Oh, they definitely gonna do their best. Oh,
they talk about the glitch came in with the pay-per-views and people can get it last time to do some crazy shit.
I agree, because even Eddie Hearn said there comes a time in a fighter's life where you look around and you see all this commerce taking place, and you look at your check and you like, hold up, I'm not making enough money. It was 19,000 people in here. Why did I get $3 million? You know, Tank is gonna go through that. Tank is gonna go through that right now.
Oh yeah, well, as soon as the DC fight come in, he look at his shit. The shit's gonna be all kind of funny. It's gonna be all kind of weird shit, and he got to make sure his team is together to look at all of it, because he gonna have to itemize tickets and all kind of shit. Like, because he got to be on top of it. And if he's not educated enough to do it or got the right team, they're gonna screw him over like all day.
Yeah, facts. I mean, but my question is, do Tank have a lawyer? Do Tank even have a financial team? I would say no, because I don't even think Al, from my understanding, comes from I got you perspective. Like, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I got you. I'll connect you with my guys. And it was good when there was water in the well.
I think he connects them, like he connects Tank with him. But like you said before, my lawyers is my lawyers, and you're with my lawyers, so you're still in the best interest of me. So it ain't like no bro to bro. Like I'm calling big bro for advice. Like you're a mentor to me. I'm trying to be the best for you. That's what you would think. But at the end of the day, his interest is in with Floyd anyway, like I said before. So Tank, he's still there, but like, bro, Floyd's a $1 billion man. He's still gonna be loyal to him at the end of the day. Right. And that just goes back to it. So with that thought process, you got to be looking at it like, bro, I need somebody watching everything going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you got to be looking at it. I don't know if he has that, but I hope he does, though, so he can be successful.
Nah, yeah, that's the goal ultimately for these guys to be successful. But I just think that something has to break.
But it's like Bill Haney. All right, no disrespect. Like, I mean, I'm talking a lot, but he came on and I'm listening to him. I'm like, damn, okay, when that Mickey Bay situation happened, you guys got all this capital, and you guys said you guys wanted to bring something back to Oakland, where you guys is from. Why you guys didn't take a couple $100,000, bro, and go rent out a spot and then just go build the shit up and have 2 fights a month and just go build that shit up for 3 months, and then let Devin get in there and then promote it at the end of the year and then do a whole blockbuster shit in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? And use the local artists like Mickey Bay and all them guys to do that type of shit. Like, that's what I don't be understanding. I'm like, why don't you guys use the platform to bring the you know what I mean? And then you give it to Black Prime and then let them guys, you know what I mean, build them up and do something like that. Like, I don't understand why that's so hard. Oh, we want to do a fight in the hometown. Why don't you go build the amateur pedigrees in and, you know, $2,000-3,000 seat venue and then build it up and rock out like that. But they don't ever do that.
Right.
But they'll go spend $300 on, you know what I mean, and jewelry, all that. I'm like, bro, that could have been like 15 fighters right there, and you could have made some profit and built it up. Now you guys got some in Oakland where it's a statue, you know what I'm saying, where you build up and bring the fighters up at. That's why I'll be looking at shit.
Yeah, it's definitely more sustainable, and that just goes from just having a good business acumen, you know, having long term. Because I remember when Mikey Garcia fought. Was it Mikey Garcia fought Earl Spence? You know, Mikey Garcia had a card Friday night.
Nobody. Oh, down there, huh? Down in Texas and shit with the
sold out.
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro.
Sold out.
Yeah, he made a bag before he even stepped in the ring. Now he can leave with all of his shit.
Facts. And that's the reality of this thing. Like Earl could leverage his stardom and do what you just said in Texas, because he's a star in Texas as it pertains to boxing.
They could have put the fight, you know, they got the AT&T Stadium, then they got the practice facility. You could take the practice facility and put talk to Jerry, like, Jerry, bro, there's 10,000 seats in here. Let me put Frank Martin up in here and fill this out right here and put this on right here, and then let's just do it right here in our hometown or wherever he's from and build it up like that. And then instead of just cutting out all the extra stuff, like, you know what I mean? That's what the part I just really don't understand. Like, Bill be like, I'm like, Bill, Mickey Bay and them guys, they tried to do that fight. And then I seen that Devin Haney wanted to pay for the fight or whatever. He's like, I got $10,000 for the fighter if he want to fight. Bro, you could have took $100,000 and built your own arena. I mean, you guys could have did this shit and gave these guys the purses and then ran the bag up and then turned around and had Bob Aaron promoted it back in the Bay Area and everybody would have blew up. And you could have put the same prelim fighters on the undercard with you, and then everybody around in the area knows who they are, and now you're over there bubbling up, and now the little guys is bubbling up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand that.
So break it down exactly how you would do it.
So if it was the Mickey Bay and the Farmar fight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they was the main event. So Devin Haney was the fighter that fought in Australia with him. That's cool with Tank. That was under the card or whatever. I forgot.
Lorenzo Simpson.
Why wouldn't I take that to the Bay Area or take that to DC or whatever, and then make it in a local arena with 2,000 to 3,000 people? Still put Mickey Bay or whatever them guys in there, and then I fund it myself. It's $100,000, $200,000. or it might not even be that much. I'm just saying an estimated ballpark, and then build the shit up myself. And then I'm still with Top Rank. And then when I want to go do a hometown fight, I've already built my own fighters up, independently. And now they can come onto my main card and then I can blow them up. If I lose a fight, I still got my local art. You know what I mean? I still got my fighters that's in my stable that's still doing it. But why does Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer got to take the L? You get what I'm saying? And then got to go to Black Prime and then have somebody help them out instead of people that saying they're in the business and trying to help people out and not do it. That's what I don't understand. You get what I'm saying? Because you're still thinking about it like Truck Simpson. He was on the Top Rank card, you know what I mean? The Australia card or whatever with Devin Haney.
Right.
That's still a Bob Arum shit. You put that shit on your shit now, you guys still got that. You get what I'm saying? It's an undercard. That's how the way I be looking at it. I don't know.
No, and you're making sense. I've always suggested that. I think every fighter that's a star in their hometown should put some level of capital to build a boxing, shall we say, a platform for themselves in their own city, but they don't have that mindset. They just wait for a fight date. Like 90% of these fighters are just because you can't just say it's in boxing. Maybe they buy real estate. Maybe they buy stock. So you can't just say they don't put their money in. Many of them are not many. They are fighters that are making some great investments,
Yeah.
Maybe they buying franchises. Maybe they own a McDonald's. Maybe they own a Wingstop or something like that. So it may not be boxing, but I think I would say a great percentage of these fighters just wait for a fight date.
Yeah. That's just like America, like just like the music industry and shit like that. Like you're just naive to it. You're like, man, I'm finna just go make this little $1 million, 800,000 or whatever, and I'm good with it. Instead of looking at the big picture, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they want to keep you stupid so they can take all your money, but that's
they're gonna keep you stupid.
Facts.
They're gonna keep you in need. They're gonna keep you in need. Oh man. They definitely gonna keep you in need, y'all. That is 100% true that they will keep you in need, and that's how they get you. You know what I mean? That you're salivating and starving for a fight date. And that's the goal of every promoter. Give them just enough.
Yep.
Give them just enough. But
it works though for people like Shawn Porter, company guys that you can have under. He's a great company guy. Like that's somebody I would want as a company guy. You know what I mean? He's a good company guy. But for people that's they say they're your own boss and all that shit, you independent. That ain't an independent thinking the way it's going out. Tank kind of went on a limb and did an independent. You know what I'm saying? Like he went out there and shot his shot, but. Right. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, when it comes to that, and Adrian Broner and shit, but Adrian Broner from the streets, and he's you know what I mean? He just don't give, he done lost it all. So he like, fuck it, I'm about to go out here swinging. So you can't really be mad at him.
Right. And also, I was thinking about Terrence Crawford. He stood up to Al Haymon and Bob Arum in a few months span.
He said, fuck it. He said, I'm suing Bob. Al, I want to see your books. Or he's like, you get what I'm saying? He went out there swinging. You got to respect that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least he went out there swinging. And then whatever he got on his shit, he put on a great performance in front of his hometown. He still won in the end. And it's now, and he's active. He got a fight in now. He's like, Earl, where you at, baby? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? So now he got Earl behind the 8-ball.
You think Earl's behind 8-ball?
I mean, as far as fighting wise, you got in the wreck, you done got in the wreck, and now you got to get back in the ring. So it's like, bro, put that shit in the AT&T or something, or do something. Get Keith Thurman in there and knock him out or something, bro, and just get active again, bro. Like,
you got to make a move.
Yeah, bro. If I'm getting $2-3 million, I know I can knock the dude out. Fuck it, I'm about to just go run these miles and get my little couple dollars. I fucked up or whatever, but I got to stay active, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I only think you can do that on PBC.
That's what I'm saying. But that means he ain't. That's what we're saying, Fred. He don't got their best interest. Because if anything, if this is us talking and this guy's talking with all the resources, how the fuck you ain't letting these guys fight in their local cities for $1 million, 800,000 or whatever just to get this shit to keep them active, bro? You're still gonna sell the shit out though, because you're not gonna sign them if they can't sell out in local markets or shit like that. You wouldn't sign them for that money. So I would have, you know what I'm saying? Like, why they're not staying active, bro? That's the crazy part about it. Like, that's like LeBron playing, like, it's an 82 game season. LeBron playing 40 games a year, and then he's playing playoffs, and then he get hurt, and then you don't see him for 3 years, and then you got to watch him again. Like, come on, bro, that's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that does make sense. Earl should have like the auto play should be. Well, I'm gonna just go.
He's in Texas. He can go to 4 arenas. He can go to 4 cities right there and sell them all out. That you go to the Rocket, you go to Toyota Center, you can go to you sell out the football stadium. You can go to the American Airlines Arena. You can go to San Antonio with this shit. Like, bro, you got 6 places in Texas you can go sell out. Why wouldn't I go give me a $2 million and just go get my bag real quick and knock this dude out and then still stay active? If he's doing it on Black Prime, shit, I won't even get on pay-per-view, bro. Just put me on some shit. I don't even give a shit. Just let me come knock the dude out and get my money out the door.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's the weird shit.
And that would be a genius move. Like, just go to the Star Center. He'll definitely sell that out, and he'll get the door. He'll get a guarantee or whatever just to stay active, because Earl is up against it now in terms of
age,
and I think his fans are slightly frustrated, because I'm a fan of Earl, and I'm frustrated because
Earl, my favorite fighter, can't even watch him, bro. How can you, bro? We get him for what? 45 minutes in 2 years? Like, you're only watching this shit for 40 minutes in 2 years. Like, I seen him fight the boy Ugas, and that was 40 minutes. I ain't seen him fight in a year. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, how I'm gonna be my favorite fighter? Like, buy all his merch, have all my kids. Like, how I'm gonna go do this and I can't even watch him? Like, I'm only watching 40 minutes of this dude, bro.
Yeah, and I don't think they grasp that understanding of the market, because when you are passively aggressive as an athlete, and especially you're a non-team sport, people just gonna move on.
Facts. Yep.
You know, like you're literally just gonna move on, and it's the reality of the sports market, because I love basketball now. You know what I mean? Like, this is the first year in probably a decade where I'm scouring the TV for basketball games, you know.
Yeah.
Because of Lincoln, you know.
Mm-hmm. You got something invested into, now you're looking at like how we doing this. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? And I think that even Earl, even Wilder may be up against it too right now, you know. Like, he got to come right back. He got to come. He only had one round.
He should have been. His fight should be announced right now, just to get back right now. You can't go into July talking about we about to announce it in November and shit like that again. Now the whole buzz is not now. Bro, you got a whole new generation coming in a year and a half. They ain't even gonna know who Deontay Wilder is with that sort of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. Like,
good point.
Alicia Baumgartner, like, all these boxers, bro, this shit, like, the UFC do a great job of like keeping their people scheduled out and doing it. People complain about the pay or whatever, but bro, the activity and the way that you're in tune with a program and the way that you're doing that, I'd rather be included in that than be fighting every 2 years and I don't know when my money's coming. And I'm not smart enough to be able to be creative about my investments. That's the thing too, because like, you look at Daniel Jakes, it look like them guys are their own men, like they're like smart, you know what I'm saying? And like, then you got a lot of guys that probably don't got no guidance. They out here just taking the money. Now they're screwed. Rolly might not ever see a fight again, bro. I don't think Rolly might not ever see the ring again, because his pay might be too high after that tank. He might have drove himself out the market. You see, I don't know if I want to fight. Now he's calling out Earl Spence because he got a high payday or whatever. His payday was higher. Now he don't want to go fight for no, you know what I mean? No little guys or nothing like that and really be a boxer. He's looking for the paydays. And that goes into the thing too, where you messing it up, you know, you're messing it up. It's just like the music industry. All these artists, you book them, they want to get paid more than what you can make at the door. It's like, I can't pay you that, bro. There's no way. The market don't suggest that. If this arena's 3,000 people, bro, and I'm charging $30 a head and you want $40,000, I'm gonna split my money in between 56,000, you know, at revenue, and then have 16,000 to play with. I can't do that, bro. That don't even make sense.
Right.
Because somebody at the door steal my money. Now I'm in the L, you know what I'm saying? And they don't think about it like that. They're like, okay, instead of going to take 3-day weekend and get 20,000 a show, no, I need 45. Now you just left 30,000 on the table because you wanted 120. I'm gonna go get my 50, you know what I mean? Whatever the numbers are, and go get my money and get on. Like, they don't think about it like that.
Right.
Because there's no way Charlo and them guys shouldn't be fighting.
No, you're right. And also, he had a chance to go to BLK Prime.
Come on, bro.
Roll it.
That's what I'm saying. I would have went on there and knocked somebody's lights out.
Hell yeah. but Louis the Coopers. Louis, I got a call from Vegas. Louis the Cooper said, "Nah, we gonna put you in the title eliminator."
Omaha in front of all them fans, bro. I go out here and knock somebody's lights out in front of 19,000, whatever. Now these fans don't get a lot of boxing anyway. Now I'm gonna stay out here in this city for like 2 weeks, do a little giveaway or something like that. Now I done built this market up and I'm out of here, type shit. You feel me? Now I got a couple country people that want to spend with me in Omaha. Now I'm building my shit up. That's if I'm a boxer, because I'm independent. I'm not in a franchise like the NBA. I'm an independent, so I'm about to go out here and knock these dudes out for $600,000-$700,000. You guys is crazy as hell.
Right. I don't know when Roey coming back, y'all. I don't know when, but he had the chance of a lifetime, though. I will say that, and he failed at it, so now he got to figure it out. But he should be active. Roey is a
that's what I have, Fred. I'm talking hella.
Oh, no worries. Roey is a great undercard fighter, man. He is the best undercard fighter probably PBC have.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, he needs to stay active, man.
He be fighting 4 times a year with me. I'm putting him in that motherfucking ring.
Hell yeah.
He talking everything. Whatever, bro. What you want to do? I'm out here like, you get the retarded guy that just like to box and get beat up and fight and get knocked on his head. Bro, come up in here, Rolly. What you need? Just like they used to do to Santa Cruz and all them guys, giving all them guys in fights. But then it's like he done paid him so much high guarantees. I don't know if he can keep them.
Yeah, but I mean, I would have Rolly fighting as much as possible, man. Because
he ain't fought in a year, huh?
Well, May the last weekend in May, so it'll probably be a year the next time he gets in. Because we're in these January already. January's done for PBC. February they doing some small cards, I believe, down in Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's like the concert. You got to schedule that shit out 90 days, 60 days. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, it makes sense for him, but shit, it's
bad.
It is bad, man, because we have literally watched these fighters go from 3 times a year, 4 times a year. All the fighters going. Now the PBC fighters don't even go to the fights anymore.
Yeah, there ain't even no energy in the fights. They're not going in. You remember all that energy out? It used to be 15 fighters in that joint.
Man,
that content used to be crazy. You feel me? Like,
that's what I tell people, man. When we used to go to PBC fights, man, Al Haymon had it right back then. Like I said, 2018, 19, Al Haymon is not 2022 Al Haymon. And that's just that's the truth of the matter. And y'all can argue, debate, do what you want. It's not the same. It's literally not the same. And man, it was rocking. PBC fights, the trainers, the fighters were all there, man, and they all supported one another. It was like an event. It was like going to a Jay-Z concert, I guess, where everybody show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? But now, man, give me a break, man.
Man, there's no way in hell. You sit out there on the couch with your family, bro, and chill. You can't. That energy ain't even the same. Like
it's not
even reciprocated the same way. You can't even. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, look at Saturday's fight. It was no post-fight interviews after. If it wasn't for Ellie with Earl Spence, we wouldn't have got no post-fight interviews, man. That's the only thing that we saw was Ellie. Ellie interviewed Earl Spence in the locker room. If we had got that, we wouldn't have got. It was nothing.
Yep.
Nobody said anything. Rolly said something. You know, I just like listening to Rolly at this point. You know,
he's so retarded. He's like, I want Earl Spence.
Yeah. What's up, Travis? And but it's they'll never have that again. You know,
I think when you look at it, when we get a little older, like when you get a little OG grandpa status, you're gonna look back at all this content in these fighters, and they're gonna be regretting this shit so bad because it's like, you know what I mean? Just the opportunities that was missed, even with the merch, like. Frank Martin, like, bro, I'm on TV. Where's the merch? Is the hoodies out here or something? Like, what we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just not even maximizing the opportunity.
Right. And now that you think about it, that fight should have been in Dallas.
Bro, at the spot, not the big field, but the practice facility, I would have built that shit up right in there, bro. Got my issue.
Yeah.
Al, man, sit this one out, bro. Let me go ahead and run this one, bro. You ain't even got to do it, bro. It's all good. Put it on Showtime. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that would have been smart. That would have been smart to have this fight in Dallas and and get a gate, because I don't even think they got a gate Saturday night. I think they gave away all those tickets, man. You know what I mean? I don't think that shit was profitable at all. You know what I'm saying? I think that at the end of the day, here's what's gonna happen at the end of the day. All these fighters gonna be like, Fred, you were right. Fred, you were right. Oh man, I should have listened to you. Oh, why didn't I only fight once a year, once every 2 years? Man,
that ain't gonna fix your wife leaving you in a depression that is gonna cause because of the amount of money that you're gonna be like, yeah, I told you, but it's like, bro, you're at a point now. You're trying to, you an OG. You're like, bro, I'm trying to show you off the mistakes or whatever and the wisdom that I've learned being around the people, and they don't even want to listen. Like, I'm not like we always say, like with the black community, bro. I'm not. You're at a point now. I'm not trying to be a teacher, like, okay, well, you should have listened. Nah, nigga, listen now. What I'm trying to tell you, that was our grandparents and our ancestors. It's time to move forward. Like, let's put this shit in motion. Like, what are we doing?
Right. I'll even give you guys a hard example. So now y'all know I used to train a lot of NBA players, right?
Yeah.
And I had this NBA player. I was not really a mentor, but I trained him and we talked. And when he got his first, not his NBA check out of the draft, he got drafted in the first round. Not that check, but when he got his second check, I called him and I said, listen, yada, 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 yada. Where are you going to live when you retire? He said, man, I want to come back to LA and retire. I said, okay. Well, if you're going to come back to LA and retire, let's start this now. Let's
start that foundation. Like, start that. Let's start building this shit up. So then 12 years or whenever it is, it's already right here ready for you. And man, all you got to do is sit back and kick your feet up and just keep this shit in motion. He didn't hear shit you had to say.
He didn't hear shit I had to say.
My best friend was like that in the league, bro. That's why I know, bro. That's what I ain't mean to cut you off, but I know exactly what you mean.
He ain't want to hear it, man. He living a fast life. He in a condo in a high rise, living the best life possible. Got a big black. At that time, it was those big black trucks that they were driving, and he was living his best life, man. And now he's on the last contract. He's somewhere. He's now a 12th man, so he just shuts his mouth and gets checks now. And but when you had that $100 million contract, I told you, man, you should have put some roots in LA. But now you can't even afford the LA market. These guys are millionaires and can't even afford. If he moved to LA, there's no way he would have the lifestyle that he wanted.
Nope.
And so and then so we talked at this year, and I was like, man, I wish you would have listened to me. He's like, man, you were right, Fred. I should have listened. And this is the information that I'm telling. Don't listen to these fans. Terrence Crawford, you're responding too much to these fans. Earl Spence, you're responding too much to these fans. These fans are emotional. They don't know shit. They've never had the money. They ain't never had to make $100,000 decision versus $1 million decision. Stop listening to these people. They don't know the infrastructure and the decisions that you have to make. So that's why I'm talking directly. And they're gonna hate me. But I guarantee you in 5-7 years, I'm like, that motherfucker Fred was right. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. The build up to this fight,
but they could have ran 3 fights back to back to back.
Don't you think Floyd Mayweather goes to bed every night like, I fucked up that Manny Pacquiao shit playing this fucking game? Don't you know Manny Pacquiao thinks about that shit? I fucked up this money playing this Bob Arum, Al Haymon, Floyd Mayweather game.
Yep, facts.
Man, I'm willing to bet Floyd Mayweather, he's if he's chasing $10 to $20 million overseas, I know he's like, man, that $200 million I could have made in 2012 fighting Manny Pacquiao, I could have doubled that shit, and then it would have been $1 billion fight, and then it possibly could have been a $2 billion fight.
Yep.
Man, come on, man.
Yep, that's a fact.
Because there's no difference between Maidana and Manny Pacquiao. And one would say Manny Pacquiao may even, I don't know. I'm not going to say easier fight, but I mean, in terms of your alertness.
Yeah.
Shit, Maidana and Pacquiao, you got to be on your P's and Q's. But he fought Maidana twice.
Is it about the money though? You think, or is this about power? Like, you get what I'm saying? Because it can't be about no money. Because if you was broke or you was going bad, like Al Haymon, I'm calling Wilder, bro. I'm getting Eddie Hearn on the phone. Let's put this Joshua fight overseas right now and sell this shit out and do it.
No,
like, I don't get it. What is this really about though? Like, it don't make sense.
I'll tell you, they assume the reality of their handlers.
There you go.
So if I'm with Bob Arum, this is my side of the street, I'm doing XYZ. They don't know there's no such thing as the side of the street. There's no such thing. That's for Bob Arum to make his money and Al Haymon to make his money.
And all that and the other shit, it don't matter about nobody else.
It don't matter about nobody. So when we say other side of the street, that's for Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn and all these guys to make their money on their little islands.
I don't even think they put Eddie Hearn in that algorithm, bro. I think he's just a outsider. Like, when it come to Al and Eddie, when it come to Al and Bob, even Bob, like, I think Eddie's like little stepson or something. You know what I'm saying?
They make him feel that way, definitely publicly, but he's just one fighter away.
Yeah. No, but I don't think Eddie's like that. I think this is what I think. I think Leonard got hyped up off Al and running to think he was doing something. He tried to demoralize, you know what I'm saying, Eddie. Now look at Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, you try to demoralize this. He was at least trying. Now look at you. You look like a clown. But you're a part of the problem. You're the reason why this shit's all messed up. You guys should have brought him in and tried to create this shit the way. He had investors from overseas. You guys could have worked together, built this shit up like an infrastructure, and everybody would have been eating steel. Like, why you want to fight with him? Like, he came over here and put his money up with Devin. Hey, at least he tried, bro. Like, these guys won't even try, and then you guys want to talk bad about somebody. This dude came over here blindsided and put his own money up. I don't care where he got the money. That's like you going to Europe and you got a hard money lender. He's going to give you the money for a project for a school. I'm going to take this shit on, at least try. It's just like, how you going to get mad at like Deion Sanders for a university? He tried, bro. Like, you guys want to like knock down the people that's trying, but then the people that's robbing you guys want to praise them. I don't understand that.
There was no black business that Deion Sanders mentioned that offered to financially enable him at Jackson State. I heard Aflac, I heard Walmart, I heard Under Armour, and there's a few others. So
black LeBron James worth $1 billion.
No.
Michael Jordan. Ain't him and Michael Jordan the same age? Like 55, 56?
Yeah.
Then they play baseball. Shouldn't they have something in common? Like, and Deion Sanders a real one. Why Michael Jordan didn't step up and help him?
Yeah. Why his teammates? Why Deion Sanders' teammates didn't step up?
Come on, bro. Because that's how they do.
Exactly my point. So all these black people coming in, man, listen. So at the end of the day, I'll say this. Leonard Ellaby is a great example. I'm glad you mentioned him because he been through the highs of the highs.
Yeah.
The highs. As high as you
can get
in boxing.
In business, really, $1 billion nights and shit, like $300-$400 $1 million nights in 2 hours. Bro, that's the biggest, them the biggest nights in business as a whole. Like,
and now he's promoting $6 cards on the internet
at the
Cosmopolitan with nobody there.
When they could have had their own casino, if he would have just did all it right with his own people, they could have been building. And they had MGM, they had all them people under their wing, bro. That shit don't even make no sense.
They had that little.
They had the whole strip of Vegas, bro. They could have did whatever they wanted to, and they was printing money out that motherfucker, bro. They could have had anything. Floyd could have built his own casino in there with the MGM, and they would have like, okay, Floyd, you want a small one? We'll give it to you, but it's yours. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. See, Floyd got caught up in the. See, they knew Floyd like trinkets. They bought him a Bugatti. Floyd, that's only $1 million. But he forgot.
Floyd's like Drake, man.
Yeah,
like
he's
the Drake of the music industry when it comes to like, bro, we'll give you $600 million. Here you go, bro. Here, take this.
Yeah.
You still don't own all this shit. Drake still don't own all this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's still Drake, but he don't own all of it though. But you know, here, take this 700 advance, $700 million.
But he forgot he already got $1 million.
He was worth $100 billion, and he took the $1 billion and then ran with that. But he was really worth $100 billion.
Yeah. Somebody said the other day, I was watching Drink Champs with what is that with those young brothers that's financially
Earn your
educated.
leisure.
Yeah. He said, how come you only see black people with $1 billion? You never see them 2 billion, 3 billion. You only see them 1 billion. Because they keep them there.
Yeah. That's how.
You
That's
know
how
what I
the
mean? They keep
infrastructure
them
set
there.
up.
And I said this many moons ago. Floyd should have his own night in Vegas. Once a month, twice a month. From boxing to comedy to
What's that? Mayday. What is that? Mexican night, May 5th? Cinco de Mayo, right?
Yeah.
That's his day. That's Floyd Day in Vegas. When it really come down to it, like, I mean, how does he not have his own day, Fred?
Yeah. He
ain't a good person, bro.
Yeah, he's not a good person. Yeah, he's not a good. I mean, yeah. But man, they blew it back. Kyle, what you got? And so, but yeah, Tavion, I just think that it's
it's sad, bro.
Like, yeah, and these fighters are gonna feel it. Jamal Charlo especially.
Yeah,
No, don't feel bad for him.
No, I don't. Yeah, I just like it's just crazy because you're looking at it, you're like, damn, you see the house, all that shit, that's advanced and all that. But then you're like, bro, what happened to the talent? Like, we care about the boxing, like, bro, you ain't even been in the ring. That Andre fight, you should have been on the undercard with Tank, just getting it in with him or something like. But you can't fight. Like, I don't understand. That raises the price, the ticket price, an extra $15. And then that'll bring the revenue coming in, and then you guys work on that, bro. And now you're active. You knock him out, you get ready to go, and then you, like, I don't understand. This shit can't be that hard, bro.
Right. Jerron Ennis is doing it. They say, oh, this is the best card. It's not the best card. It's a lot of notable names on there. These guys are favored by 1.5 miles against their opponents.
8-1 all the fights.
Yeah.
You got to parlay all fights.
Yeah, you got
$100
to break even.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, but that's how dumb boxing fans are. They'll Tank Davis is fighting a guy that won a fight at a lower weight class against a B-level fighter.
Exactly. But you know what's so crazy? If you think about it, like, if you're smart, I'm not the smartest guy, in the world, or you know what I mean? But if you're looking at the model, you see all these people on the UFC roster, they're in Las Vegas. You see Dana White come in there and take over all this shit. Al was in it before. And you see all these fighters fighting at the Apex, right? You see an Apex arena. Bro, that's $100 million. The dude, I'm not trying to count nobody's pockets, but if you had $1 billion, you could have built you an Apex with a boxing ring in there, and then it's had the Showtime people come in there, and then the weekends or the weekdays, you don't want to throw nothing off on a Saturday or something, just put this shit on Showtime for free and just have these little dudes just knocking each other out or something, and have a venue in there with like 1,000 people, and then just keep the revenue coming to have PBC as a brand going all across the TV. That still gives you more leverage, and the fighters stay active. So you still got hope on the product.
Man, listen, I said that.
I don't understand that.
I said that Al Haymon doesn't even have a home gym.
Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Like think about it. PBC doesn't even, it's no way in hell I would be that big. Al Haymon is big time, right? Over 200 fighters. It's no way in hell I wouldn't have a gym like Bob Arum. Like, he has one in Houston, and even Jay Prince has a gym.
Jay Prince got his own gym.
Yeah.
So Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Floyd got one, but like, you don't got a PBC gym in Vegas, and then you could make it a hub, bro, and then that'd be something forever. Even when you die, like you say, legacy, like, is that really, like, bro, that'd be somewhere the young dudes, or like people come in there forever, bro. You treat that shit right. When Bob Arum dies out, he still got his shit right there. Like, people still gonna come into his stuff, his infrastructure. That's more important than money, bro. Like, I don't understand that type of shit. Like, I'm like, how you don't even got that type of shit?
Right. And what we're saying is the infrastructure is what I hope that Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, even a Jamel Charlo, he's crazy enough to
he got his own gym at least.
Yeah, he does. But now he needs to expand it though with paid seating and you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, put 200-300 seats in that little gym that you got with them young fighters and build that shit up, bro. Put some arena, get some tickets, get a little box office in there, and run two fights a month out of there, bro, and get 600 people, and then you just build your shit up that way. So that's what I'm saying with Al. I'm like, bro, he got way more resources and all this. So if they was building a promotion company, you didn't tell them to do that type of shit?
but they don't value $20,000. They don't value how much.
Shit, when you get you go from millions to having that, and then got a tax bill and got property taxes and shit. You go, bro, that shit add up, bro. 20,000 is, you know what I'm saying? That's 2/4 of property taxes on one property, bro.
Yeah,
like, what?
Yeah, you're right. And I'm speaking from experience. My first film was on 2 former NBA players. It's called Inner City Champions. Go ahead and Google it. And I interviewed so many former NBA players. So many, too many to name. From Showtime Lakers to the Celtics to whatever. I interviewed them all for this. Some of them did make the movie, some of them didn't. Even Michael Jordan was in the movie, right? And the reality is they had no plan for retirement. No plan. None. Zero. Zills. I interviewed a guy who was an NBA champion for the Lakers and is not bringing in any revenue besides that $4,000 a month, $3,000, because the retirement was different than it was now.
Exactly.
So they're not bringing in the money, and they playing cards and dominoes in the park all day, and it's they just
sad, bro.
Yeah, it's really sad, and you get the and they just waiting for a speaking engagement or NBA retirement for the All-Star games and stuff like that. But if you wasn't an NBA All-Star, if you wasn't anything as such, then you're not getting the invite. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then you'll get the invite, bro, and you'll be around the people worth $1 billion, and they still won't even try to help your ass. They want your ass back at the park. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so important being an OG and helping the young dudes and not be in those situations. And that's what you're trying to do. And then people look at it like some clown, like, come on, bro. Like,
and then people say, "Oh, you're hating." I'm not hating. I'm trying to get these dudes to the bag.
Facts.
Because if Earl goes to 154, the month it's over.
Facts. It's over.
Crawford Spence is over. Where is he going to get an opponent for $15 million at 154?
Nowhere. He could have ran this 147, run the 3 fights up. They could have already ran one right now in November, ran it back in April. That's 2, and then run that trilogy back in. You could even take a year on, wait till the next spring, and then you ran 2 fights off in 6 months. You guys have ran off $30 million a piece. Now we got more levers for the third one. Even if the third one don't go, then we still ran our bag up, and then we can go to 154 and then politic there though. But we got this shit out the way though. You know what I'm saying?
And that second fight is gonna do hella numbers.
Come on, Fred.
That second fight is gonna do bananas. It's gonna be one of them fights. Where were you? That's how important that. See, these fans are stuck on who's gonna win. Whose fault is it? That's all they stuck on the internet.
It ain't nobody's fault. I mean, it ain't.
I'm willing to bet their prospective teams got this. Not all of them, but some of them got the same perspective. It's Earl Spence boys are like, man, it's Crawford's fault. He's this, he's that. Crawford boys like, it's him, is that. When in reality, Spence and Crawford should be like, hold the fuck up. Hold up. Let me see this shit from 50,000 feet.
Nah, loyalty, Fred. Earl's too loyal to Al, bro.
Let me see this. But Al can be in the play. Who cares?
No, he don't want them to do that though. Because that's not how they structure it. That's what we were basically saying the whole conversation. Like, it's not that hard. Like, why wouldn't he want? Mickey Bay said it to you when he was on the call. He said he grew up in the same neighborhood as Al. So why wouldn't Al use his common sense to help Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer out to make some money when they go to the same church?
Mm-hmm.
But that goes back to the same people in the NBA and the community, bro. They don't give a fuck. The sad part about it is, bro, the truth is in the black community, bro, I don't give a fuck if they want the power or whatever. They don't really want you to win, bro. But look, that's in business in general. But they want to blame the black people when you get mad at Al and saying doing that. But then when Bob do it, Bob's the worst person in the world. Bob's just following the business structure, bro. You should be more mad at your own people for doing it because, nigga, we over there trying to fight through to get through shit, and this shit ain't making no sense.
Right. And it's, I mean, and the fact that BLK Prime has surprised the market.
Now they mad at Blue Blood.
Yeah, it's not even about Blue Blood though. See, this is the ignorance of these people. It's about Earl. At the end of the day, it's about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford.
The fight.
It's on them.
Yeah.
And I'm not letting up. It's on them.
We want to see the fight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, the fans want to see the fight. But in terms of the reality of this thing, Al Haymon must follow Earl Spence wherever he goes. They can even fight on PBC.
I think he'd rather not let the fight go than put that shit on there where he ain't in control of it. He's like, fuck it, we ain't gonna do it. Because think about it. If Floyd had the money, like, I mean, I'm not trying to count no man's pockets. Floyd got an $18 million watch, bro, that he puts on his wrist. You can't put in, bro, are you serious? You can't go put a line of credit off on that and get a loan for the fight? I mean, Fred, are you kidding me, bro? Like, that don't even make sense.
No,
he got a watch worth $18 million, bro. One watch that you put on your wrist. Right. And you guys can't even come up with the funds to fund the fight.
Yeah, man. It makes no sense. So let's say it was Terrence Crawford's fault, right?
Nah, it ain't.
No. But let's say it is, because let's satisfy them.
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm with you.
Wouldn't you think if I'm Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford said he was talking to Al Haymon? He didn't say he was talking to Earl. He was talking to Al Haymon, right? And it's Terrence Crawford's fault.
Yeah.
Earl, wait. Earl Spence called Terrence Crawford and said, "What happened? What happened with the negotiation?" I wouldn't call Al.
Yeah, I'm calling you directly, like we would talk together before even. Yeah. For sure.
What do we got to? Hey, Terrence. What we got to do to get this fight done, Terrence?
Bro, you know how many options they have, Fred? You know how you got one option? You say you got a real estate deal, bro. You done cut all, bro. I'm 10 properties in. I done leveraged all my assets out. I got $2 million in the bank. Right, $2 million in the bank. I'm leveraging my assets out. The bank saying I need $3.5 million. I gotta call my boy for $1.5 million. He got about 10 investors. What do we got to do to come up with 2 investors just to be able to get the 1.5 so I can leverage this out and we're gonna make $20 million? Right. I can't because I'm already asset out. But what do we got to do? That shit ain't that hard, bro.
Wait, it's not, because Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao did it.
They got, bro, you're dealing with one answer. You only got one option. They got 100 options to be able to make the fight. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The moment, so let's say Terrence Crawford told Earl, like, hey, dog, your boy Al said there's no guarantees. If you give me $17 million, I'll fight you.
Facts.
And
then
call
Warren Buffett and get that wire over.
Wait. And then now Earl is in the lead now, because he goes back to Al and say, Can we give him 17 million? Can we guarantee him 17 million for this fight? What it look like? Show me the real numbers, Al. What's the real numbers? Now Earl Spence understands 360. See, these fighters don't understand the 360 deal. Yeah. They don't understand everything. Like, how much is the promotion? How much is the venue? How much is whatever else, the shoulder programming, whatever that is. So he says this, right? So now Earl goes back to Terrence, like, look, T. The gross on this fight is about $70 million. It's projected to do 500,000 pay-per-views. Can I guarantee you 11 million, and anything over 500,000 pay-per-views will you take 30%, I take 70%. You take 40%, I take 60%.
And Fred, can we throw in something like this?
Yeah.
Can we throw in the merch for both of us, and then we'll promote that merch up in there? Then we'll take we'll split the merch 50-50 on top of that, just, prelims, and get that wired out too as well. I mean, it's a couple dollars, but it might be $1 million in merch after we get done running out on a trip.
The merch is coming. The merch is coming. The merch is coming. I just, what's going to take for you to sign this contract? Because right now, I really don't. Right now, honestly, Terrence Crawford is tweeting. The fuck you tweeting for? You got his phone number. The fuck you tweeting this nigga for? Like, see, I'm a very practical man when it comes to business. I don't really care about the emotion. I'm not going to go on Instagram and say, man, I tried to buy this house, man, but the real estate agent didn't. Nigga, I'm calling the owner of the house. That's how I got this house.
I believe. But look, this what I think, Fred. This what I think. This what I think. Errol Spence is my favorite fighter in boxing, bro. My favorite fighter for sure. My favorite guy. I think Terrence Crawford is the man doing that, and I think Earl's getting blindsided by Al Haymon. I think his loyalty to Al's over there, messing up the whole infrastructure. Because if that wasn't the case, then it would have been him in the ring and not in Terrence Crawford in the ring. Terrence Crawford trying to fight, bro. I don't think it's more. I think it's Al Haymon stopping it. Al's like, I want to do this. We're doing this, Earl. We're gonna do it, but it's gonna be next year. You're not gonna do it this year, and you're not gonna be able to fight until April or May, until we get the, you know what I mean, until we get the funding. Right. But you know what I mean? But being practical, like we just talked about for the last 30 minutes, why wouldn't you put him in the ring just to get a tune-up, just to get staying active? That's what I'm saying. Like, but I don't think Earl has no power, bro. I really don't think. Sad to say is I don't really think Earl has no power, bro.
Well, Al is the clipper of that shit.
And Terrence is independent now.
1000%. See, now
that's the sad part about it. Because I mean, it ain't sad, but I love Errol Spence as my favorite fighter, but it's looking like Terrence got more power than Earl. But we was already talking about Terrence and having no power with Bob. Now it's looking like Terrence got all the power.
No, he didn't. Terrence didn't have power.
But he got out of it though.
But that's what I'm saying. He got out of the deal. Now he has absolute. Now he's like, hold up, this feels good right now.
And he's up. Good. And he done got a payday before. So
yeah. I'm free. I just made 20 million, 25 million. I don't know. Let's see. 10, 6, 4. He done made about $20+ million.
And then fights. Exactly. Then you got to think about Earl too. Earl, my guy too, like my favorite. You know, I keep.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I say this. Everybody go Google that clip. Go Google that clip of Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao when they got stuck with that storm or that tornado or that hurricane in Miami at the Miami Heat game. And there is a video of them in a hotel room by themselves. No Bob Arum, no Al Haymon, no nothing. It could have been staged. It could not have been staged. I don't know. But what I see, I'm gonna take everything at face value. Take everything at face value.
Yeah. Yep.
They were in that hotel room by themselves with their woman. I don't know if Floyd had a woman, but I think Manny Pacquiao had his wife in there. And the deal got done. Then they took it to Bob Arum and they took it to Al Haymon, and the fight got done. And
that's what's so crazy. Like they're looking at it. You know how you're like, why would I promote something if I'm not enthusiastic? Like if I'm looking at it, if I had a son, like you got a son, and I'm looking at Al, why would I want my son to sign to somebody like this, knowing it was $1 billion offer on the table with 2 fighters, and he didn't even pull the trigger within himself to even get it done. Why would I want to sign to somebody like this?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So why the fuck would he give a fuck about my little money or what? He don't give a like. You get what I'm saying? That's how I would think about it. Like, I'll do this shit myself. Like, I don't even need this dude.
Right. No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. And
why would I have my son sign to somebody like this? It was a Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather fight for $1 billion trilogy that people waited for 6-7 years or today. You know what I mean? And he didn't even have the urgency to be able to get this done. I would do my research and be like, okay, why would I want my son to even be in a position like that?
Right. No, you making sense. Now let's flip it to the other side. Now let's say it's Errol Spence's fault. Let's say it's Errol Spence's fault now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Terrence Crawford should be calling Earl and be like, Earl, what we got to do to make this? I don't understand why men can't talk. I don't. That is beyond. Dude, we're talking about $50 million. We're not talking about. Dude, ain't nothing emotional about $50 million.
Do you think they're not that, Fred? I don't believe that a man. I don't understand that part. What do you mean they can't talk? That's so easy to have a conversation with. It's just mind-boggling to me that I don't think that's the reason. I believe that is control. I think Earl Spence is so loyal to a man that he's blind. I think he's so blind to Al Haymon, just like everybody else is. That he's loyal to. He's so stupid that he's so. I mean, he's not stupid, but he's so loyal that he's being dumbfounded within his own situation because that don't make logical fucking sense.
Yeah,
bro, that's a real bro. You call that dude right now, flat. I would have went to the bro. You know how easy it is to take a private jet to go out there and have a steak dinner with your family and shit. Bro, I have both my family sitting down right here, bro. Let's get this money for our kids and shit, bro. I'm gonna knock your ass out. Like, let's get this shit in.
Hey, I'm looking at Al Haymon funny. You know what I'm saying? So if a nigga tell me, man, hey, I got a nigga want $50 million, a $50 million head fund, they gonna give me $50 million, bro. I'm looking at Al Haymon funny, and why did I look into it? Why didn't he look into it? You know what I mean?
Hey Kyle, what sense does that make? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this shit don't even make logical sense, like on no levels. Like, how the fuck you wouldn't call and take a flight out there with the investor, even if it was Black Prime, to get this shit done? That's weird.
I wish I had Terrence Crawford's number, dog. I don't have Terrence Crawford's number. I wish I did. I would call him till he picked up the phone.
Hey Fred, so basically what you're saying is people are really this stupid though, like like in real life, like people are really this dumb, like they don't even think like that. That's basically what you're saying.
It ain't really. So this is the thing though. When you've been doing right by me my whole entire life,
right?
It's hard for me to question a nigga that's been doing good by, like he been doing great by me. You mean?
Yeah.
So it's hard to question a motherfucker that's done everything right.
Because it's so obvious now. Like now it's to a point where we need another fighter to come out and say something. Like fighters don't even got to say anything at this point. Look at the inactivity. Listen,
but he been the only one throwing gems. Fred, Adrian Broner been doing this shit for a year now. He said this shit 8 months ago when you talked about this shit, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just a YouTuber though. Tavion, you get what I'm saying? Like
nah, that shit. You make more than you. Man,
I know I'm worth more than 99. Man, I'm in the 1% of the 1%. So what I'm saying is this. Oh, man, listen, God, I swear, I got Earl Spence number. If I had Terrence Crawford number and he picked up, I would say, Terrence, can I put you on the phone with Earl?
Yep.
Can I put you on the phone with Earl? And
hey, you know what it is too, Fred?
What?
They call you a disgruntled employee. You and Adrian Broner, y'all disgruntled. So we ain't gonna listen to y'all. We ain't gonna listen to y'all because y'all just mad at Al Haymon.
Nah, I'm not. No,
I'm saying that's what they saying. That's their mindset. That's like what people are saying.
I'm happy I'm free. Now keep in mind, I did the same thing with Golden Boy. I had credentials and I stood up against Golden Boy. Then they took my credentials.
Man, fuck the credentials. Man.
I don't care. But that's the first four. We're not going to the first four. We in the penthouse right now.
Yeah.
So I wish I really because don't you know Riddick Bowe can't sleep some nights because he misses that $30 million he would have made against Lennox Lewis?
Man, what?
Don't you know Sugar Ray Leonard regrets not rematching Marvelous Marvin Hagler?
Man, you know how many boxers and stuff probably on drug addiction and alcoholism because of some shit that they missed out on, like all this type of shit. Like, bro, that's crazy, bro.
Right. It's just amazing the fights that you miss. Mike Tyson is selling everything, including his soul right now. Go on Instagram. You see a Mike Tyson commercial. It's his shirts. Then he got the little punching bag. He's selling marijuana with Evander Holyfield. Man, what ain't this man selling?
That's what I'm saying, man.
What ain't this man selling, man? Man, listen. Earl Spence. Yes, go ahead.
Sad. No, I'm listening to you. My bad, Fred.
No, Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. It's not a matter of the fight. It's the money. You're not gonna get this money anywhere else.
Oh.
Earl probably can say, I can go fight.
Fred, they're not getting that, bro. Fred, that's like doing.
Damn. Yep. Go ahead, Kyle.
Hey, Fred. Pride don't pay bills, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got too much pride, dog.
No, I ain't got no pride. I ain't got no pride at all, man. Not man. See, I wish I can beat it to a drum. I didn't like neither one of their responses. People were online talking about Earl, but Terrence Crawford did the same thing. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go on vacation, and I'm gonna nah. Do you want to fight Earl? I want Earl next. I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I'm gonna call him Tuesday, and I'm gonna see where he's at with the fight. Earl should have said the same thing. Oh, me and Terrence just got off the phone. Me and Terrence are really, because what's the difference? Here's y'all Negroes, because y'all love looking up to people. Y'all got sky daddy issues. What's the difference between Bob Arum and Al Haymon negotiating the deal? There's no difference, except that you're dealing with primary sources with Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Make this, man. You're not going to find this money. If Earl Spence got to go, that's hard labor. Going up to 168 to fight Canelo for that money, that's hard labor, man. That's hard, man. Fuck that shit. That's hard labor, man. I don't know. I don't know. And this is the problem that we have. People can't handle honest conversation. They're emotional. Oh, you don't like Earl Spence no more. Oh, you switching sides. Oh, you poor baby. Here's your fucking bottle, you fucking dummy.
Hey, it's a fucking bro. Man, YouTube is a fucking gang now.
Oh man, it's not about that. I understand the reason why. One of the biggest reasons why I bought this house is because it's gonna double. In 7 years, this house is going to double.
Yeah.
And I'm going to win. I took a chance. This is the biggest mortgage I've ever had. But I'm going to win at the end of the day.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Fred, that's what I'll be talking about, like independently thinking, right? So, like, my grandpa passed away. Like, my grandpa was married for 60 years, bro. And my dad had died right after, my dad died before. And I'm a young dude. I ended up buying my grandpa's house, my dad's house, and then I had a property like on the waterfront, bro. It was like this lady lost her husband for like 60 years. She was like 90 years old. I bought the house for like $950,000, and then the house is worth $1.8 million. The mortgage is $6,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? With the insurance, I short-term rental it out. It got a dock and everything on it. I fixed it up. Now I took a chance on myself. Now I got properties with cash flow on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like. It's not that hard to be creative when you need something. And you could put $300,000 down on that $1 million mortgage, but if I got two people over here that's in my corner that we could creatively figure it out, why we can't figure it out? Why I got to be out here on the limb and then not have nothing? No, that's the thing that in a business aspect, that's the part that's tricky. Like, it looked like some hating going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make sense.
Niggas are dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to tell my brother, right? He got like A1 credit, right?
Yeah.
I got the capital. I'm like, nigga, we might as well just, nigga, use your credit and my capital, nigga, and we can win together. He talking about he got to talk to a bitch he ain't even married to. I'm like, nigga, you talking about you got to talk to her. What the fuck does she got to do with this, nigga? Y'all not even married. Y'all ain't got no kids or nothing, bro. What are you talking about? You got to talk? I said, man, fuck it. Y'all, you motherfuckers just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just be dumb.
Yeah. And
you can't do that though. Like not to cut you off, Fred, but like even with credit, right? So this is what I learned about the black community with credit. Like, I was a young dude, right, and I learned about credit, right? I could take an 18-year-old and take an 820. I could take an 18-year-old and build their credit up to an 800 credit score. You could take your capital and then he got an 800 credit score, 700 credit score. You get a secure loan for $50,000. And you put it in the bank for 3 months and get that on there, and then the bank will finance you, and you could be able to do your taxes and stuff, right? You could go buy 4 more properties with your brother. But what's going to end up happening is, bro, some niggas or his girl, anybody can come in between and then mess up the whole infrastructure, and then everything can be messed up. And that's the difference between black people and, like, the other people, bro. The financial literacy part, bro, they don't want you to win. They want to destruct everything that's going on.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Man, Fred, remember that conversation you had about insurance, right? You said, man, at the dinner table, talk about insurance. Do you know these motherfuckers had? You know what they told me, bro? At the dinner table, dog. Oh man, we having fun, man. I ain't trying to talk about that right now.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, man,
you should have kicked him out the house, bro. Say food's over.
Nah, it wasn't my house to kick niggas out of, man. I just stopped talking.
You
to
can't
niggas,
sit
man.
at the table with me. That's where you leave, bro. That energy. It's a whole lot of that going on, bro.
Listen, bro, niggas retarded, man. I'm like, and then my mom's like, I'm like, you got everybody getting insurance policy. She's like, oh, I'm already fully covered. I'm like, nigga, we not. Like, motherfuckers don't be, man. I'm telling you, man.
And then black people, you don't even want to tell them you got insurance policy. They'll kill you and then take your shit. You want to tell them to invest and they have some skin in the game, bro. Because they, Kyle, you got $2 million insurance policy on him. He's got $2 million on him. But your little cousin, your little 19-year-old cousin, that robbed you and killed you, and come up to the funeral and then and then kill your mom and take her money for their insurance policy or your wife. Right. That's how black people operate, bro.
But yeah, it's a game of pimps and hoes. Check this out. They're promoting a fight that's not even signed. And Tank versus Ryan Garcia. Now, before you jump out the window and say, hey, that's how business is supposed to do it. No.
I don't even think that fight's finalized.
Andre Ward had a 3-fight deal. Kovalev on the back end. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Hey, you think that Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight's even really done, bro?
It's not even done.
They're lying, bro.
Oscar is sitting back laughing. He's like, man, this fight ain't getting done, but I'm going to just play along with it. You know what I mean? Yada, yada, yada. Tank said I had to take this fight for other reasons. Money reasons. The only reason you take a fight is for money. It's not for a belt, right? So it's for money. He got to pay his lawyer fees and all that, I guess. I assume he got to pay that girl. You know, that they probably got a settlement that they're going to go to court on the first day with. You know what I mean? She's probably going to go missing. You know, but at the end of the day, Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford is in the here's the catch. They're in the position that they dreamed of.
That's why you work hard your whole life, right? That's why you go to the
biggest fight in the world, the biggest payday, and I literally have absolute power. Because Earl Spence can really wash out Terrence Crawford. Okay, we doing the deal. In the next 30 days, Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, they tweet each other and say, in the next 30 days, myself and Terrence Crawford is going to hash out this deal. Expect this deal to get done in the next 30 days.
And then look, you know how you can make your fortune go up? It's a 3-fight deal. Or 2-fight deal or something. That'll make it even go. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah. But it's just because people say, "Oh, Al Haymon got to do the deal." No, Earl and Terrence can do the deal. Here's the deal. Here's what we agreed upon. And Al Haymon supposed to say, "You like it? I love it. Let's go." It's simple. If Al Haymon can say there's $50 million in the bag for Anthony Joshua, right? Why can't he do it for Terrence? The money's different, obviously, but this is the dream.
This shit don't make sense, bro.
And you put it in another man's hands.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's what they all, that's what it worked out in Floyd's favor, I guess. But like, that's what it is. That's just sick, man.
Yeah, it's way sick.
I don't think that fight's even happening, man. I'm gonna keep it.
I don't think none of them happen. I don't think Ryan and Tank is happening. I don't think. Well, it's gonna be a big man.
They've been lying to Tank and Ryan. They're like, "Oh yeah, we got it agreed." Like they got them on some goofy shit. Like,
yeah.
You guys about to fight?
If Earl Spence make weight for $3 million, it's
147 at 32, bro. That's hell. That's skinny as hell, bro.
Man, I feel
147 at 32 though. You know how hard that is. I'm 32 right now. I'm 180. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, 147 is just like, come on, bro.
But imagine making that weight. I mean, not making that weight, but the fact that you're making it for $3 to $4 million when you could have had 20.
Facts.
And he only can make weight once, maybe twice. This is literally his last year at 147 without a shout. But here's the catch. The same way Bob Arum knows that he wants to give not Shakur, but Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. He wants to give Lomachenko the advantage.
To April, because he wanted him to drain Devin out so he can't.
Exactly. It's the same way he knows
Al
Haymon. Thank you. The same way Al Haymon knows shit.
If I get him to 54, then I know he's toast, and then that'll save me some money.
That'll save me some. See, Al Haymon is in the business of saving money now.
He's
not in the business of
spending money. Because he already got the money tucked. So he like, I don't want to. I've been taking so many L's with this boxing shit. I don't really want to do these fights.
Boom. There you have it.
So you're like, bro, I'm looking at this like, bro, I'm not even trying to spend this little, this little couple dollars.
Right.
And that might be the last little money in the heads. You got to call some tax accountants and shit. You're like, man, you got about 20 million left in this account before you all this shit is, stacked up. You got to figure out some shit. You can't do nothing. He like, man, I can't spend this last little bit of budget until I get some more money in the budget. So then he over there probably like can't even wire no more money or some shit.
Right, man. This was
he probably, you know what he thought though, Fred?
Who's he?
Al Haymon. You know what he thought?
What he thought?
He thought getting into the business of boxing was gonna be getting into the Floyd business. He thought he had nothing. He thought he could do thought he could do what he did with Floyd with everybody else. And
I think he used Floyd though to get the billion and then fucked everybody off.
Floyd, that's the whole man. I've told it in pieces, but that was the whole game. That was the whole game.
What's the end game though? What the fuck does it matter with all the money if ain't nobody? That's what I'm trying to say. What are we doing this shit for if it ain't
exactly?
The fuck does that matter? Like you're gonna be dead and you be like, oh, he burnt all the money. Like what the fuck?
And Bob Arum still in business. Bob Arum still in business. So who's the better businessman?
Man, he's 92 doing business. Man, he's a hero.
Facts.
Like being real, like he's helping people, bro. Like what the fuck?
No, you ain't gotta justify. No, let these little pro black nigglets let them deal with their own emotions. Yeah. At the end of the day, Shakur Stevenson makes close to $3 million a fight. Devin Haney makes $3 million a fight. They're happy. You know what I mean?
He served he's Muhammad Ali, like he did every fucking thing, like. Yes. And then if you get mad at him over 60, 70 years worth of work, and this dude's already been in this shit right here for about 5 years, then who the fuck is the problem?
Yeah, man. So if I'm Terrence, fuck tweeting. Either show the contract and embarrass Al Haymon or call Earl Spence and get the fight done. That's all. That's the only thing I'm on. I'm just keeping it a buck because at the end of the day, and I would say the same thing on Team Spence side too. Because, man, the regrets that these people gonna have, man, with their ego.
And then the regrets of Shawn Porter holding his tongue, not saying the truth on how he really feels about shit. He get older and he'll be laying with his wife and he might have CTE because he might be pissed off about his dad and Al Haymon about how it was used. He better speak up and tell the truth about this shit. And Kyle at the dinner table, bro, tell the motherfuckers, man, what the fuck we doing? Because I'll be dealing with that with my family, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Listen.
You talking about my credit? You got an 800 credit and I got the capital. Let's go buy a couple houses, nigga. And if we can't do that, get the fuck out my house. Because if something happened to you and I got to take care of these kids, and you feel me? Like, what are we talking about, bro? That's why I be getting mad at my people, bro. I can't even do it.
Listen, man. Listen.
They be ignorant with that shit too.
We live in a world where niggas are just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. Like,
bro, it's ignorant too, though. Like to the point, you're like, bro, I'm about to leave, or I slap the shit out of this dude for saying the stupid ass shit.
Like, people don't understand. Like when I'm pissed off, like I don't even say nothing. You know what I mean? Like when I'm really upset, I just give you this look of like disgust and disappointment. I just walk off.
Yeah.
I just look at you like, bro. I squint my eyes and make this face like, bro, you're dumb. This the face I make. When niggas do dumb shit, this the face I make, Fred. Look, Fred. I just walk off, bro. That's the faces, bro. It's like, bro, niggas, man, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, it don't make no sense, bro. It's sad, bro. I don't understand this shit.
Oh no, I understand. I understand these niggas are dumb. That's what I understand. I mean,
facts.
And
Nah, bro, but it's just how dumb can you be though? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's a victim mindset. Like this shit just don't make it ain't that hard, bro. I swear to God, it's not that hard.
Nigga told me, man, we was at Thanksgiving. I was telling everybody, you know, everybody getting older and shit like that. So I'm trying to let them niggas know, like, hey, we need to get these insurance policies going on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, all right, fuck it. The only person that's to me is my auntie. The only one.
Hey, do that shit with your girl. Don't even tell your aunt, bro. This shit so, bro.
No.
Your own
But
people be
you
the
gotta
one.
hit. No. Nigga, my auntie old, nigga.
Oh, she OG.
No, I'm saying I'm putting it on her. Like I'm getting an insurance policy on her, nigga.
Okay, yeah.
Cause she older.
Yeah.
So that's what Fred was telling. Fred gave out hella game this one night. I mean, he at the kindness of his heart. And niggas took this. Nigga, let me tell you what these niggas did. Listen, he gave out so much game this day, right? And the motherfucker gonna bring up the black struggle. I said, now what the fuck that got to do with this money we trying to get?
Yeah, you got to bury your family. Like you got to put them in the ground, right?
Nah, but look, you don't want them to like, bro. When the thing is about the life insurance thing, and especially that dealing with that shit, bro, you'll start dealing with people, bro. They want to, bro. They don't want you to be dead, so they can, bro. You be laying there with your body, bro, mouth wide open, bro. They be in all your shit, bro, trying to worry about it. Tell the coroner to come pick you up so they can go get the funds, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's how sick it is. Like you want to go get a $2-3 million policy, but you're like, damn, I can only do this with my wife because I can't do this with my family. Oh, you know, your nephew got a $3 million policy, bro. You start looking around at people like that shit. That's how sick black people are, though, when it comes to that, bro.
Yeah, a lot of poor people out here, man.
Hey, Fred, what company did you go through?
Oh shit. I'll tell you. It's on the counter. I'll tell you. I don't know. Don't know the name of it. There's hundreds of them now.
Yeah, man. Do that with your girl. Don't tell her. Yeah, bro. That shit. Bro, you be little nephew. The way these little dudes is too, bro. You be your own little nephew to kill you for that little couple.
I ain't got no niggas like that.
And they won't even get the money. Then the bank would be like, "Oh, it was insurance fraud," and then you be dead, bro. All kind of weird shit with these niggas, man.
Facts, big facts, big fact. People
you be dead and they don't get the money. That's what happened to Lorenzen Wright, the player for
his wife.
His wife. She's fucking the pastor. The pastor went and killed them. They killed them together, bro, for a couple dollars.
Damn, isn't that crazy? Now they both.
You said, who is that?
Lorenzen Wright, bro.
Lorenzen Wright out of Memphis, the center.
Yep.
He went to Louisville or something like that. Memphis.
His mom went up there and said, "Why did you do this? I got to take care of your grandkid." All the shit. She was looking stupid, bro. Like I could, you know what I'm saying? Like all over life insurance and all that type of shit.
Yeah, it don't make sense. So, man, let's get out of here, man. This was a great conversation, man. Hopefully someone from Spence. Hopefully. See, here's the catch, man. These motherfuckers be so emotional. They say, "Oh man, you hating on me." Nah, okay, well, you hating on yourself because there's 15 to $25 million out there waiting for you. And that money's hard to come by. That money is hard to come by in boxing. And if you think you can get 15 to 25 million in one shot, good luck to you. You know what I mean?
Man, it's gonna be a recession next year, man. You better go get that bag because you were supposed to get this in 2020, fresh out of the COVID. You was calling this a couple years ago. It's time to go get it now, or don't go get it at all because this is the last chance.
Facts, man. I appreciate you, Tavion, coming through, man.
Yeah, thanks, y'all. All right,
y'all. Your experience, man. Thank you, dog.
Later.
Thank you, dog. And Kyle, appreciate you coming through tonight, man. Thank you.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I hope y'all emotional Earl Spence fans, y'all emotional Terrence Crawford fans. Lorenzen, right?
What up?
Yeah, man. Tell them to make the fight. If you're gonna tweet Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford, tweet them. Have y'all called each other yet? I got your Don't they say in real life, man? Just call me, dog. Just call me. Why you on the internet? Didn't we just tell Master P and his son? Why y'all on the internet? Why y'all on the internet talking? Call me. Call me. That's it. Call me. Where you at with it? You know what I mean? Appreciate the people, Hernandez, man. Thank you, dog.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
Keep one foot on their neck and the other in their ass, man.
Mm-hmm. Now, I just want them to get the money because I know how hard these opportunities are to come. Less than 1% of chance you get an opportunity like this. How many fighters you know over the last 10 years made $20 million in a fight? It's not many. It's not many. It's not many, dog. It's not many. Out of all these fights, less than 1% of these fighters make $20 million. Shit. I don't know what it. You know, so I wish these brothers well, man, and I just hope that somebody is in their ear. Somebody's in their ear, like, hey, listen, dog. Hey, Fred is making great points, dog. I know you don't like how he's talking. I know he's very abrasive, but he makes great points. What does Terrence Crawford need? If they spoke to each other, that would just make everything better. Then Al wouldn't have no power. Bob Arum, well, he's not involved. He wouldn't have no. BLK Prime wouldn't have any power. Because listen, if Earl had a contract in front of him from BLK Prime, he could use that to negotiate with Al Haymon. I'm gonna tell you what they do in the real estate game, right? If you got 2 or 3 business partners, right, and you know your boy wants one property, you don't know which one is, you lock up both properties. My business partner, not my business partner, but a business partner locks up property A, the other business partner locks up property B. Then you go through inspection and you see which one you want, which one is you know, and you see what's up, and you say, nah, I don't want that one, and you go take that one. I'm just saying. And if you had something that tangible to present to Al Haymon, say, listen, Al Haymon, they offer me $17 million with 40% on the pay-per-view. Is there anything we can do? Oh, yeah, we got that. And then you take that deal. Al Haymon say, I give you $20 million and 40% back in on the pay-per-view. And then you take that to BLK Prime. And guess what? You walk away with the greatest deal ever. Man, y'all need to hire me to be y'all negotiator, man. Y'all got too much respect for these men in suits, man. I'm just telling you. Barbershop conversations, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace, y'all. See y'all tomorrow, man.